So this is what it would look like if you stitched my eyes closed.
Oh,
And I was trying to take the thread out.
I dream about that every day. Every single day. When you're laying asleep, I'm like, gee, I wonder what she's going to look like if she had her eyes stitched closed.
Like this.
Yes, that's exactly the way you would look.
Hold on.
That's creepy. Stop it.
Is it not good?
The creepiest part about it is your Frankenstein and the hands are the same color as your hair, so your hair looks like it's an extension.
I don't know what it is, but like when I put this on, you know, I love this one. I wear it frequently, but I was like since my hair is all like fresh and stuff, and the colors are matching with, you know, he's in a white background in the center. I was like, I kind of feel like the Madonna of horror right now. Whoa.
I like how you have your stuffed animal stacked like a totem.
Yeah, I created a totem because they're always falling over on me. And
good evening, everybody. Michelle Cazares, you are not late.
No, you early.
Rachel, hello. Pluto, hello. Jason lives. Lindsay, Ben, Paul, Janine, Ayatollah, Smallville DVDs.
Hi, Tronics. Thank you for your donations. That was really sweet. I like that you're like, I like this picture. Boom. I like this picture. Boom. I like this picture. Boom. I was like, well, those are very good pictures. He's got
Thank you, Tronics. Rocky Pac-Man, Dean, Osmosis, Michelle Caldera.
Bun.
Welcome to another episode, another night of Grimm All Night. Basically, if you're old enough to remember USA Up All Night, hosted by Gilbert Gottfried or Rhonda Shear, we're kind of like them, a little bit different. Sometimes we play better movies, sometimes we play worse movies. Tonight is a pretty good movie. Tonight we're playing Blade 2.
Okay, so you guys always hear me talk about how I haven't talked about it in a while, but I did think the last time we were talking about Hellboy 2, Prince Nuadu, who is played by, I knew his name up until the minute I was about to say it, but the actor who plays him is also the villain vampire in Blade 2. And I got a
Luke
Goss. And anytime him and Guillermo del Toro work together, I think they create amazing characters, and I would love to see them work again. Well, Doug Smith is great, yes, but no, that's not who plays the how would you call him? The new breed of vampire in this movie. Hopefully that's not spoilers for anybody. This has been out for a while.
Test for Echo 2112. Peace, love, and happiness.
I haven't seen you in a while.
As much as I like Blade 2, I wish we were watching Zombievers again.
No.
Yes, much better movie. No. Far better, far more superior. Nobody likes vampires.
No. Tom, that is a very good question. So in regards to the Patreon postcards, we've been talking about this.
Wait, what happened here? What's the question?
He's just asking the question.
No, what's the question? Let everybody know.
If we are sending out postcards for the $10 tier.
Okay.
So about 2 months ago, we started making videos and talking about it, that we are no longer doing the postcards for any of the tiers. A whole bunch of them over the course of several months went missing. And because we cannot put tracking on those, if we did, we could. It'd be really expensive. Thank you, Marcus.
Marcus Myers, Ghostface, Crazy Psychopath Channel.
Hello from Arizona. So the postcards got discontinued a while back. We are not doing them anymore. Thank you, George. You all see the Blade and the Eternal. I have not seen Eternals yet, but now I'll be looking for it.
Okay, so long story short, postcards are no more.
Yeah.
Because of a lot of issues with the mail.
Yeah.
Because of that, it has extended even further into the world of the Grimm Life Collective. When it comes to our shop, our store, everything right now is through Big Cartel. It's probably going to make a big change because we're having a lot of issues shipping international. A lot of things are getting shipped back.
Yeah.
And a lot of things, the prices are going through the roof.
A lot.
So if you are international outside the United States and you order something, bear with us while we try to figure out how to get you the product. We are probably going to be shipping stores, changing stores
yeah.
very, very soon. So there are going to start seeing some changes. We're going to keep you guys updated on that. But because of the post office, because things were getting lost and sent back, we had to stop doing the postcards. You guys were paying for these postcards and then not getting anything because we'd send them out and they just disappear.
Yeah, and they were all custom postcards. So it's not like we bought a set of postcards, you know, whatever. We would have to send out an order to have them custom made.
Right. Enough of that.
It was a whole big ordeal.
So, I know you're just getting caught up and you're just here with this and that, but we covered all that stuff extensively. Even if you go on to Patreon, there's not even a mention of postcard anywhere on there. We're trying to think of more. We're trying to think of more things to do in the future, but as of right now, it's just pretty basic. If you are a Patreon, you can still donate, or you can just not donate anymore if you don't want to.
Yeah, we understand. We did a couple of long posts. If you scroll back, you'll see some posts talking about it, and you know this. We understand with people decided to leave or if they stayed. You know, we appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
So we get asked, and no disrespect, but we get asked a lot of the same questions over and over and over again, and especially about the channel. Like you guys, we'll get a lot of people saying, "Hey, you guys should go check this out," and we'll get like 50 requests to go check out something and do a video on. But
sometimes
we've already
the same place.
But we've already done it.
Yeah, or we've already covered it.
Yeah. So if you guys get an idea of a video, you know, do a search on YouTube, type in Grimm Life Collective and, you know, a famous grave or a movie location. You might be surprised. We've got about like almost 700 videos out there. So keep an eye out. Okay. With that being said, so 8 o'clock, Grimm Up All Night watch party. Who here is this their very first Grimm Up All Night watch party? Well, thank you, Liz. Mildly spooky donation. Happy Halloween. Well, thank you, Liz.
Because Miley 666 instead did 3. I like the joke. That's good. Yeah, right. So we normally have watch parties on a different day. So
the watch parties change because we travel so much.
They do.
And tomorrow morning we're leaving for Vegas. So we're gonna be gone all weekend. And so we had to do the watch party tonight.
Yeah.
Or no watch party at all.
Saw some people say they were able to finally meet it because sometimes some days they can't. So that's great. It's nice to finally meet you.
Yep. So you just never know what's gonna pop up. It might be the best for you this weekend, and next weekend it might be Sunday or Saturday. So if this is your very first watch party, here's how this works. The movie is always free. Always. The link to tonight's movie is pinned to the top of the chat as well as in the description below this video. Feel free to click on it, queue it up. We got about another 20 minutes before we watch the movie. We're just going to kind of hang out and give you guys some news, maybe answer some questions. Just hang out until it is time.
Thank you, George. Thank you, Spencer.
I don't know what MCR is, George, but thank you. Let's see. Spencer Dunning, 666. Happy Friday. I'm pretty sure tonight is my 10th Grimm Up All Night. I've attended amazing work on the Criswell video. Thank you so much. So informative and fun. I had a lot of fun with the Criswell video. I knew that Criswell was like out there, but I didn't realize how out there he was until started messing stuff.
I'm so jealous, dude. MCR is My Chemical Romance.
That's cool.
I really would have loved to see them on their comeback tour or whatever tour you want to call it, but tickets are really pricey out here.
So back to the watch party. In order to successfully watch and take part of the watch party, you need 2 screens, 2 phones, a phone, a TV, a phone, a laptop, 2 windows open in the same browser. You can choose to just watch us and hang out with us and not watch the movie at all, or you can just watch the movie, or you can hang out with us both. Either way, it's always free. With that being said, you're going to notice that there are going to be some people throughout the night doing what's called a super chat. Don't feel obligated that you have to do that. If you want to, it's greatly appreciated. But as a reminder, all of our videos are always free. So just watch them, share them with people. If you want to help out in any way, shape, or form, in the description of every video, you will find links on how you can do that, from buying t-shirts to donations to custom videos. Um, just never know. Just take a look. Always in the description of all of our videos.
Thank you, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
He asks,
Will you be filming in Vegas or just having fun?
thank
Both.
you, TNE
Yes. As of right now, we have 5 videos planned over the next 3 days that we're going to be filming in Vegas. And it's always growing. But yeah, we got some interesting stuff. Things that we've never filmed before. Like experiences that we've never showed on our channel, like on Sunday, whenever we meet up with yeah. But yeah, was it T and Me TV?
T and Me TV, yeah.
Thank you. We have never done an escape room.
I'm scared to do an escape room because I feel like I'm not going to get it.
So there's a company in Vegas who does these pretty elaborate, immersive, dare I say, nightmarish escape rooms.
Yeah.
And they have invited us to experience them. And we're going to be doing them all in one day. So be prepared and be warned, because things could get pretty freaking gruesome.
I'm just going to feel like really sad if I'm not able to figure out the clues. That's like my biggest fear. I'm not afraid of like things jumping out at me or things being gory or like scary. I'm more afraid of feeling like I wasn't smart enough to figure the clues out.
Well, regardless,
hi Australia,
we have fun. Now see, when you do horror escape rooms, you kind of don't want to survive. You don't want to figure it out because you want to die in the horror movie.
But you want to get to the next room because it's themed too.
True. But like you want to, but at the same time, if you don't succeed, you still kind of win. So we're not going to name any names as to what it is. A lot of you guys are already going to know what it is. But they are big name escape rooms.
Hawaii. That's awesome. Hi. Aloha.
Do you want to know something really interesting that I learned today about Meatloaf?
What?
Okay.
I feel like this could be a trick question, so I'm not really sure what to say.
His music video, I Will Do Anything for Love, it was filmed in 2 locations. If you look online, there's a lot of places that say it's the mansion scenes where he's like, because it's a Beauty and the Beast kind of vampire tale.
Right, yeah.
The mansion scenes where he's sitting in the throne, like in the chair.
Yes.
A lot of people say it's Doheny Mansion here in Los Angeles, but looking at pictures on the inside, I think it's Greystone Mansion, which is where they filmed Flowers in the Attic.
Oh, that one that we really want to get into.
The one that we really want to get into. But the very opening scenes of the music video where the police are chasing him and he's on the bike, on the motorcycle, and then he rides into the crypt, those were the roads in Elysian Park that we rode up and down. So the opening scenes to Meatloaf's I Will Do Anything for Love music video is filmed in the same park, the same area where they filmed Terminator 2, the nuclear bomb scenes. Interesting. I love that kind of like stuff. I love putting 2 and 2 together of going, oh, this happened here, so did this.
Yeah, we do start to notice a lot of details when we're watching television shows and movies and they were shot in LA, and we're going, wait a minute, there's no way that if you came out of that building, you'd be facing that one.
Yeah.
They're on the other side of town from each other. And he gets it a lot. Like a lot. I don't get it nearly as much as he does, but I kind of like feel a little proud when I am able to catch it because I'm like, honey, I noticed something. Me. This time it was me. Yeah.
Thank you, J.D. Star. You guys fans of the Castlevania games or whatever else relates to that franchise. Thank you for all you share. Be well and God bless. I think I played them whenever it was on the NES, and that was it.
I never played the games. I never got to see like the manga and stuff, but the Castlevania, and I don't know if this is in any connection, the Castlevania anime that's been on Netflix is my favorite style of anime. Like I grew up with Vampire Hunter D and Ninja Scroll and things like that. Hi, Sydney. Australia. And so like that style of animation is really the kind that I love. So I have all of the series, I think, except for the latest one because I don't think you can buy it yet. I don't know if that counts as being connected, but it is the same name. That's all I got. I don't know.
And another thing, to give you another example of like how Hollywood
Yeah,
works.
Ninja Fall was great. I didn't know it was a series also. I just knew the movie.
So a bus stop, right? So many different movies and so many different music videos and everything could use the same bus stop. And sometimes bus stops, they're that's a bad analogy. The video that Sean Clark and I did on the Tron filming locations, the helipad that is, highly safely guarded by a woman by the name of Tammy Lee that nobody likes. I'm never gonna live. She's never gonna live it down.
We love Great Face. They're such good friends.
The helipad. So in
Thank you, Hayden.
Hayden, thank you. The Tron filming location at the top of the building, the NCOM building, from Tron, where the helipad is, was also heavily featured in a Guns N' Roses music video, "Don't Cry."
Yes. They were performing on the helipad.
Yeah, the whole music video. They're up there playing their music, performing on the helipad at the top of this building in downtown Los Angeles. Now, the cemetery scenes from "Don't Cry," if you look at, you won't catch it unless you've actually been in the cemetery and a lot, like we have,
because they're really quick scenes.
But the cemetery scenes from "Don't Cry" music video for Guns N' Roses is the same cemetery that they used for Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV show.
That makes sense.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Now, for the Buffy the Vampire TV show, they actually build a cemetery in a parking lot.
Yeah, because sometimes they destroy the stones a lot. Yeah.
But when they actually used an actual cemetery, it was called the Angelus Rosedale Cemetery, and that's the cemetery we're talking about. Useless knowledge.
Yeah, like you're really good at knowing the cemeteries, but since I've been in mostly the Forever Hollywood Cemetery,
Forever,
I can pick that one out easy.
Dazed 80s. Hello.
Thank you.
It's a unicorn.
Unicorn, the last unicorn. Don't get me started. Can I show them what I bought today?
What did you buy today?
It's not horror related, but it's cool.
Oh God! Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is not horror related, but I'm really, really excited.
We took a trip down to Amoeba Music.
I'm a really big nerd, and
what a glare! There you go.
Because we're talking about old anime, and I can't believe I found this there. It's a vinyl record, and you have to admit that the music from this is very haunting. And when I found it, I had to have it immediately. And but did you see Annabelle tried to smack me in the head? She came for me, man.
Crazy. Daylight Spook 666 awesome deadly possums.
Deadly possums. It's more like, did you have her?
All right, so do you guys have any questions? There's 347 people in here. If you guys just joined us, Kellywood Michael saw you're a Shag fan too and wanted to share. You probably like my Shag art depicting a scene from Back to the Future. I like his art. I do.
But mostly Haunted Mansion stuff.
But mostly the Haunted Mansion stuff. It's not so much where like every time I see something Shag, I'm like, heck yeah, that's freaking awesome. I do like the movie Back to the Future, of course. But what really turned me on was Shag's line that he put out for the Haunted Mansion. That's my all-time favorite. Dazed 80s, thank you. So 349 people. I feel like I'm in some sort of weird like Jerry Lewis telethon. If you are just joining us now, the link to tonight's movie is pinned to the top of the chat as well as in the description below. Does anybody have any questions on how the watch party works? What's your question?
When is intermission?
Your whole life is an intermission.
Fair. Here, I have a present for you.
Oh God.
Really? No loose hairs at all? Oh, I found one. Present for you. No, they can't see it. I thought they might. Right.
So last time that
Oh,
we did
sorry.
this, we gave you guys some news that we're trying to hit a lot of the big horror conventions that are happening across the country. In the first week of February, if you follow us on social media, we're going to be at CreepyCon. We're planning on going to Monster Mania in New Jersey. We're planning on going to Horror Hound in Cincinnati, as well as Transworld this year. And there's another one that we're really trying to get in right now, and that's Spooky Empire, both in June and October. So if you're in the Florida area, there's a very good chance that we're going to be coming back to Florida for Spooky Empire.
Possibly with a booth?
Possibly with a booth, possibly as a guest. If you are in the Florida area and you do go to Spooky Empire, do us a huge favor. Go to the Spooky Empire Facebook page and be like, hey, bring the Grimm Life Collective. Have the Grimm Life Collective here. We have a lot of things planned. Yeah, Shrek 4D is gone.
Really sweet. Give her kisses for us.
What's your goal for new subscribers this year? New subscribers, Eric Simpson.
Never set a goal for that.
So it's funny. That's a very interesting question, Eric.
Huge.
So there are a lot of YouTube content creators around the first couple weeks of the first year. They all did this video of going, all right, guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to travel a lot more. I'm going to do this a lot more. I'm going to focus more on doing this. I'm going to focus more on doing that and less of this. And Jessica and I debated doing a video like that. Like, we entertained the idea of doing a video like that. And then we decided, well, why on earth would we do a video like that? Let's just continue doing what we do. And that's just being us.
I mean, we have a massive bucket list.
Yeah.
And it's not so much a bucket list of, oh, I want to be here by this time and here by this time. It's like, I want to be to all of these things in my lifetime for sure. Twice if I'm capable, you know. And as far as a number amount of new subscribers for us, we just want to bring people entertainment who actually enjoys it. So like, it's not we're going, oh, we're aiming for this many subscribers, because if they don't enjoy the content, then what's the point?
Well, no, if don't take this the wrong way, but there's 357 people in here. If all 357 people of you did not like our videos, guess what? We're still going to make the videos because this is our adventures.
Well, no, I know, but it's like, you know, like some people, like the follower amount is what matters the most to them because it makes them feel like maybe popular and stuff like that. And we value each and every one of you guys who watch our content, who comment on our content, who enjoy going along with us for these adventures.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
Happy Friday.
You know, so it's like,
yeah, we're very thankful that you guys are here and you like our videos.
We don't want empty numbers, if that makes more sense.
We have a rule that we only turn the camera on if it's something that we're interested in. If it's not, we're not going to do it. And
I really do match my hair.
When I said don't take offense, of course we love that you guys watch our videos and you're here week after week and you guys leave comments and you share our videos with your grandma. But when it comes down to like brass tacks, I love saying that. This is just a husband and wife traveling the country, traveling the world.
Yeah.
Doing our best effort to keep each and every day as interesting as the day before.
And not annoy each other in the process.
Okay, we failed. I'm just kidding.
What? Well, no.
So when I say that we're going to continue doing what we're doing, all that we're doing is, okay, well, tomorrow, what are we going to do today that's interesting?
Yeah.
And
like, we have goals, but it's not like, oh, we got to reach X amount of followers by the end of the year. Because it's like, well, do they like the channel? Do they like our content? Do they like what we do?
And we're not concerned about putting videos out every single day. We want the videos that we put out to be as entertaining, but as high quality as we can possibly make it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Oh, and speaking of, we have a video coming out tomorrow. It is a Deborah Blum.
Deborah,
you guys make my day every day. Love you both. Thank you, Deborah. It's the tip 999. It's the upside down.
Yeah, we're just doing our thing, you know.
So tomorrow, I'm not going to tell you what the product is, but I'm going to tell you about the product because we're a little
Oh,
like
that's cool, Days.
we're a little subconscious about. We're a little conscientious. What's the word? Subconscious? No, not subconscious.
I'll know once you say it.
About the video that's coming out tomorrow. So
Nervous?
a company reached out to us. I'm not going to tell you what it is because you guys will see it tomorrow. But a company reached out to us and asked and said, "Hey, we're a fan of your videos, and we'd like to send you this product that we create. Are you interested?" And I was like, "Heckins, yeah! This is kind of cool." So they sent it to us, and it was a very, 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 very pricey piece of something product, and so we got it and we played around with it and we reviewed it. We're doing like a review video, but not like a technical video where it's like blah 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 blah, blah technical specifications. We were having fun, and in the middle of the video, the item broke.
Not so much broke, but I definitely had an issue where we couldn't continue.
Yeah, so
We may have gotten it fixed, but
we may have gotten it fixed. We don't know, but in the video,
not sure.
it does not go good. And
Having lots of fun
yeah, we were having lots of fun
until
this happened, and we're like, "What the heck? Did this thing just break? How do I fix this?" So we gotta release this video tomorrow about this product review for this thing, and I'm nervous.
I wouldn't say that we crashed.
No, we didn't. No,
It definitely wasn't a crash. It's not a drone. I can tell you it's not a drone. We did though crash ours though.
Yeah, we crashed our drone last time we were out in Vegas doing the Wheel of
Yeah.
Misfortune. So I think it's okay. We're gonna test it this
I
weekend.
think did we not test it after that?
We did, but we haven't used it since. So
Okay.
it's gonna come out to the thing with
Yeah.
it. So no, they don't know that it happened. Because and like of course they didn't pay us to do this video in any way, shape, or form, and we announced it in this video.
Yeah.
But it was like we were using it, and we were using this thing, and we weren't even using it to its full potential, and we were having fun with it, and then it just kind of went
really fast.
plunk, and I was like, well, "What the heck?"
Thank you, Grim Reaper's Creed.
I'm nervous that they're gonna look at it and go, "Oh, these guys are a-holes."
And I think I'm saying it correctly. Dun Peel Duelists says, "Hey, Michael and Jessica, saying good day from Australia. I'm a huge fan of the Halloween movies and vampire movies. Thank you for the videos. You guys are awesome sauce. You're awesome sauce.
You're awesome
I
sauce.
can't believe you called us awesome sauce. That's so cute. That one almost flew by so fast.
So,
oh, thank you, Spork.
So, thank you, Spork. Thank you, Spork.
Sergeant Spork.
Greetings from my world, longtime fan. Thank you. So I'm gonna shut up about it. But yeah, so this video, I was planning to have a lot of fun with it. About 5 minutes into making it, the item broke, and yeah, it's. I feel bad.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel
But
bad.
we're 100% honest about our reviews, about 100% honest about everything. So
Oh, wanted to say really
tomorrow you
quickly,
get this video and you're gonna see what I mean.
I caught a comment just as it like literally jumped off the screen from Matt Carey. Said he met us at Morton Manor in Kissimmee, Old Town, and just wanted to say thanks and love from the UK. That is so sweet.
Oh, thank you, man.
So glad that you found us again. We
Okay.
got that one,
Yeah.
yeah. But Dan, the Breaking Newsman, says, "Hi, I'm glad you're having a movie night tonight because the death of Meatloaf and Louis Anderson. A movie will get us into a different frame of mind. R.I.P. to both. Thank you, Michael and Jessica." Yeah, kind of one of those nights where it was necessary, you know? And thank you again, Dazed. Thank you, honey.
Thank you both. Thank you both. With that being said, it is 8:30,
Sorry, I got a little close to the microphone.
which means
it is not our fault it broke.
no, it is not our fault.
It is
that
definitely
broke.
not.
You will see because I include the video of it breaking.
Yeah.
And in the video, unedited, uncut, and you can decide for yourself. And yes, it's not like the greatest video. It's a review video for something, for being something kind of nice.
Yeah.
We're having fun. We are not abusing the product in any way, shape, or form. And something happened that we could not continue making the video. And all right, with that being said, It is 8:30. It is time for the movie Blade 2. Some would even go as far as saying that out of the trilogy, Blade 2 is the number 2.
I feel like the
It's
light
the
is not
poopy
bright
one.
enough, and that's
I'm
why
just
it
kidding.
keeps
I'm just
going
kidding.
in and out.
With that being said, get the movie ready. Again, pinned to the top of the
It's a little
chat as well as in the description below. And with that being said, 3, 2, 1, hit play.
Thank you, Dunpeel. Am I saying that right? Dunpeel? Piele? Duelists?
Oh, and there are going to be ads. I'm sorry.
It's Tubi? Yeah, Tubi always does. I was so tempted to get popcorn again this time. And, you know, I kind of realized that maybe I shouldn't have things that I can play with because I make a mess. Thank you, Joshua! Oh, sorry, ADZ. Yeah, sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. We never know beforehand whether or not they're going to work in another country. Hi, Germany! Guten Tag?
The word of the night for timestamp is always tramp stamp. Always tramp stamp.
I know Guten Nacht is good night. Apparently, I forgot how to say hello in German. How do you say hello in German? Hi, UK. I definitely...
Mike
Hola.
Madness!
Oh, thank you, Mike.
Hope you all had an excellent weekend. Have an excellent. Thank you very much. We are going to
Yes,
Vegas
you
in the
said
morning.
my name right. I have a question to ask you guys. Do you guys play horror games?
Woohoo.
Dunpeel.
We do. Hold on.
He's more the game player than me. I have this thing that's developed over time where I am extremely sensitive to LED screens or LCD screens. And I get this thing where I start to kind of feel sick after a certain amount of playing. I'll get extremely dizzy. Oh, hello, Nova Scotia. And it doesn't fade away. Like if I looked away from the screen for a few minutes, I would still be extremely dizzy, almost like suddenly having vertigo. And I just start feeling sick to my stomach and stuff like that. So we got, we have a PlayStation 4 or something like that, not the new one. And I was really excited because I used to play games when I was younger, Nintendo and Super Nintendo. And I was so excited to play like Batman Arkham City and stuff like that again because I hadn't played it in a while. And yeah, motion sickness. Like I started getting motion sickness. I can't do 3D movies anymore. I can't do I don't know. I get motion sickness from it. Apparently it's an actual thing. I forget what they call it, but it's akin to motion sickness. Yeah.
I feel really stupid. I feel really old. You asked, do you play horror games? And I immediately thought you meant board games. So I went and grabbed some really cool board games that we have.
But no, that's cool too.
But no, you meant video games.
These are awesome though.
Yes, we play video games. We have a PlayStation 4 and a Switch, like Jessica was saying.
I play like 3 games on my phone, and none of them are horror based. They're all Disney based.
So
thank you, Brandon.
I brought 3 horror board games from our collection.
Yeah.
To show you guys.
Well, we've only played one, right?
No, we played them all. This is a game that's really hard to find. I mean, you can probably still find it in the world of eBay, but it's been out of print.
Yeah.
This is Goth, the game of horror trivia. Basically, this board game right here is like the Trivial Pursuit of horror knowledge. As you can see, these cards right here, it's got everything from like music to literature to movies to you name it. So this game here is one of my all-time favorites, Goth, the game of horror trivia. Ooh. I feel like such a dork. I really thought that he meant like board games.
Well, I mean, if we're talking, it's not horror, but we also do have, someone said about Clue, we have the Haunted Mansion Clue game from Disney.
We got this Goosebumps game. Terror in the Graveyard game. Yeah, this is another oldie and a goodie. Like here's the back. Look at that. You actually build a graveyard. Robert Blick, thank you from the Grimm Cave. Send you a picture of the Grimm Cave. Perfect. Yeah, send it. Look at that puppy. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And then we actually found this at a thrift store.
This is so pretty.
This is the coolest freaking thing in the entire world.
It's really old.
Look at this. Monster Fantasy, $3.99 at the Goodwill. And all the pieces were here. Look how freaking beautiful that artwork is.
Dunpie says he's asking both board games and video games. All kinds of games he thinks are great. He loves all kinds of games. Yeah. So do we.
Ciao. Yeah.
Does it count that we play Fortnite on Switch?
Sometimes, but they had a Halloween thing.
We have only Halloween characters.
Yeah.
I am stupidly in love with Fortnite. I can play it for a little while. It doesn't make me dizzy like playing something on the television does. And I got really good at being able to shoot people. And I've won a handful of games, and that always makes me feel better about
myself. The Monster Madness game? I don't know how old it is. See, I don't think it has a date on it. I'm sure you can find it online. It's seen better days, as you can tell.
2 years ago, he was attacked. They took him.
It is a... Oh, no, it's not a Milton Bradley. The company is there.
American publishing game.
Yeah, it's old. I think it's 50s or 60s.
I know, I can't see. I can't read it. Here, it says something over there.
You know it's old when they don't have the year on it anymore? Or yet, I should say. A lot of places did not put a year on it.
Here, look here.
In ye old days. But sometimes it's on the inside. No? No. Oh, yeah, look how cute they are.
The little characters.
Yeah. And it came with black dye, of course, so that's awesome. Senpai!
Absolutely. I have Nightmare, the video board games with all the expansion packs. I love the games you showed us,
cool.
Michael. Awesome. Like, there's just something so much fun about sitting down with friends and playing a good board game.
That's not Monopoly.
Yeah, turn off everything up. Maybe have some music on in the background. Like, I remember growing up with and like meeting up with friends and sitting around playing board games and cards and stuff.
We play cards a lot, yeah. Thank you, Meganator. I'm gonna restart mine because it's just, I don't know if it's our internet lately, but my feed is pixelated. I'm gonna restart it.
Howdy Hi 99's got cookies in the oven. Wait, what kind of cookies are you making, Howdy Hi?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, Howdy Hi. When it comes to the world of the Grimm Life Collective, there are cookies and then there are fake cookies. There's only one kind of cookie that I consider a real cookie. Everything else is fake. Which one are you making, Howdy Hi?
Did you see the face I made?
No.
I was trying to look like a fly. I don't know if it worked or not. Want to see it?
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't think I do it again.
Chocolate chip.
I can't do it. I that just made me suck in my own eyeballs. Will we be at Horror Hound?
So that is the plan. We are in talks right now and making Horror Hound happen.
That's cool, Hunter. Yeah, I used to collect them a lot, and he used to collect them a lot. We both separately had a lot from our childhood, and then
we still have quite a few.
Yeah, but not the ones that we owned when we were younger, though.
We've been rebuying them.
We lost our collections as we gained into adulthood. Ha, Gremlin! Hey!
As for the cookies...
Oh, he said Monster Madness is only $19.90.
In my opinion...
Ugh, Chips Ahoy, no.
The only cookies known to man that are worth their grain of salt is oatmeal raisin cookies. They're the ones with class.
What about Frightmare? Are we gonna try and make Frightmare?
Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna see. We have so far our calendar is filled up. The entire month of March is booked.
Do I still have a cup?
Booked. Here.
He's sharing it.
I live in Oklahoma. Can you do a movie location on Twister and The Outsiders? When we make it to Oklahoma, I'm sure you'll get something. I promise. But as of right now, we have nothing that's taken us to Oklahoma.
But you know what I can do for you regarding Oklahoma?
Don't do it.
That's right, Michael. I can sing you the opening song to the movie. Hello, Ecuador! Oh, Oklahoma, where the wind goes rolling down the rain. And that's all I got.
Good night, guys. Have a good one.
Ta-da! I have seen the movie Oklahoma. I just cannot remember any of the words. It's probably for the better. No, I'm going, Lord, no.
All right. So Kate S. asks, "Are you packed for your trip?" We are not.
No.
So we're leaving tomorrow morning. So I'm going to give you
Oh.
guys a lowdown on what we're doing. So tomorrow morning, Saturday, bright and early, we're hopping in the car. We're driving to Las Vegas. Well, let's see. Dan the man. Shoot. Michael, I got in late tonight. Will you be having a Sunday night movie this week, or are we watching the movie tonight? It is tonight. Once a week, my
Yeah.
friend. Yes.
Just
So
once a week.
I'm getting ready to talk about all that. Good question, Dan. So tomorrow morning, bright and early, we're heading to Tom Devlin's Monster Museum because he has a special guest, Noah Hathaway, who is Atreyu from the
Yay!
Neverending Story. So we're going to go meet him and tell him that he ruined our childhood.
Yeah, we're all going to gather collectively and hand him our therapist bills.
Yeah, for screwing us up with the death of Artax.
Artax!
Yeah.
Dude, I will cry on the spot. I
Right?
swear to God.
And this man better have an 8x10 photo that he can sign
if he doesn't,
where his horse dies.
oh,
Yeah,
if he
right?
doesn't,
And if he doesn't, I'd be like, dude,
I'll
why
be
you
so upset.
why are you horsing around?
Artax, please. Oh, look, no. Okay.
So we're gonna meet up with Atreyu tomorrow, which is awesome because guess what? He just started following the Grimm Life Collective on Instagram.
Oh.
We have like Atreyu from Neverending Story is following the Grimm Life Collective.
If
Freaking
he doesn't
amazing.
hug it out to make us feel better, I'm gonna be very sad. I'm sure he will. Well, we're trying to
We
keep our
follow him
distance,
back, too.
because social media and all that stuff. But
So we're gonna do that on Saturday, and then Sunday, all day Sunday, we're doing nothing but horror themed
Hello, Terror from the
escape
Basement.
rooms, and we're filming. And then Monday,
we did like Scream 5.
Scream 5 was amazing.
A mile.
Scream 5 was
Amazing.
amazing. And then on Monday, we're doing a true crime video,
Oh, thank you.
a monastery that's in the desert, and then something else on the way back to LA.
Yay. Where's the white dragon? I feel like that's code for something. Is that like, where's the white rabbit, but white dragon?
Well, there's the white dragon from Neverending Story. But he was a dog. He was a dog
He
dragon.
was a flying dog, really, though. I mean, that was a puppy through.
What the hell was his name again? Somebody's gonna say it. If for some reason it's skipping my head. Falcor.
I was like, please, dear God, somebody help me out.
Thank you, Jamaica.
Yeah.
So
that whole movie is amazing, but I mean, when you get to be our age and you're watching it because you grew up with that, it's either one of those things where like you're gonna feel nostalgic for a while, and then you're gonna cry in the middle of the movie, right? And then you're gonna get nostalgic again, and then by the end of it, you're like, yeah! And it's just an emotional roller coaster.
Boomstick, which is a direct reference to Evil Dead, asks when we're going to be back up in the Bay Area. We're going to be back up in the Bay Area at the end of February.
What do you mean Hello Kitty's not a cat? Hello Kitty is a cat. She has her own cat, did you know? She has a pet cat.
We're going to be filming another episode with Creature Features, the TV show. So we're going to be on that. And we have a bunch of stuff planned, some secret stuff planned for the Bay Area.
I feel like that statement just messed me up. What is Hello Kitty if she's not a kitty?
She is a rabid mouse. She is not rude.
She's not a mouse.
Yeah, the Evil Dead game is supposed to come out next month. So when Resident Evil Village came out, I bought that and I played it and I still haven't finished it. I have a horrible time finishing games because I like just being in the game. I want to play the game. I don't want to finish it.
When travel opens up again and we get our passports and everything, Australia is definitely on the list. We want to go everywhere, so it's not the first stop. Oh, that sucks. I don't like that piece of trivia at all.
Thank you, Days.
I'm choosing to erase that from my memory.
What was that?
That like Google or something says it's a girl in a kitty costume, but then everybody else is also in kitty costumes. And then there's a frog and the Choco Cat. And look, you know what? I'm not even getting into. I'm just erasing that little snippet from my memory because otherwise it's going to destroy my whole world that I've created inside my head.
I do have Until Dawn, and I played it and I enjoyed it. Didn't finish it.
Oh wait, I forgot to thank you. Thank you, Dazed again. Sorry, honey, I missed you there. You scrolled really fast.
I said hello.
I didn't.
Well, of course you didn't.
Thank you, Robert. Happy journeys. Enjoy the picture. Nice spring sign ears. Have a safe trip. I love these ears. I love them. They're so comfy. She makes amazing stuff.
Any future Eddie Van Halen tribute grave stuff? Not on the books just yet. We have a lot of true crime stuff and a lot of obscure movies and 80s movies coming.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I really pride myself on the Grimm Life Collective, if you may have noticed, we technically haven't gone and done a full Nightmare on Elm Street video or a full Halloween
not yet.
video. I mean, we did a little for Halloween. We haven't done Back to the Future. We haven't touched any of the Back to the Future stuff. And there's a reason for that. One, they've been done like there's no tomorrow. They've been done. Of course, we want to see them. And of course, at some point, you guys are going to get videos of us going to the Back to the Future locations.
Is a cow?
But we're just kind of waiting. And instead, we're just kind of doing some deep cuts and trying to find some obscure stuff in Hollywood and Los Angeles and just kind of having fun and just seeing everything. So they will come. They will come.
We will eventually, yes, be going to the UK. We were planning to go rather soon, actually.
Tramp stamp, we're looking at
but
15 minutes and 15 seconds.
You know, the world
15,
is shutting down
15.
again, which means flights are being canceled and being shut down, things like that, especially here in the States. So our first international stop will be the UK. We already have it planned out. I mean, we have it mapped out. So thank you for everyone who always sends us suggestions on things that we should see and visit when we're in the UK. But oh, trust me, we've got it planned out. We did extensive research, but we're not sharing our plans just yet.
Misery Metallica Experience says they've been done, agreed, but not by all. Now, here's the fun thing about that, Misery. We completely agree with you, and thank you for saying that.
Agreed,
Of course, we want to see them, and we are going to bring them at some point. But there are so many other amazing things, like Nightmare on Elm Street is iconic. But there are some amazing other stuff that have never been covered here.
Yeah.
Like we're working on a filming location in Pasadena that, as far as I know, has never been covered on YouTube. Nobody's done it. And it's by a really big director. Yeah. The one that I was telling you about, and I went and I scouted everything and I walked it. She doesn't remember. I'm not going to tell you about it. It's all right.
I don't.
But
I feel bad.
So that's going to be coming too. And you know what? It may not be the biggest video that's out there, as in views. Like when we did the Criswell Predicts video, I knew it wasn't going to like draw in millions of views or anything like that.
Nightbreed was filmed in Canada.
I wanted to do it because it genuinely interested me. Was Nightbreed filmed in Canada or in the UK?
I think it's both, actually. I think a lot of it was filmed up in Canada, and then some of it was on a soundstage in the UK. And 100% it was not filmed in the United States, though. I could be wrong in Canada, but I know it wasn't filmed here. So I believe it was mostly filmed on sets. But I'm going to say a lot of it was filmed in Canada. Yeah.
Thank you, Misery.
Which I remember it being Canada because I was like, they have like cowboy looking bars in Canada too. And I was like, hey, I thought it was just us.
Timestamp is 17. Tramp stamp is 17 minutes and 35 seconds. And it is 8:50 in the evening. 8 o'clock 50. Almost 9 o'clock at night here. Please come to the UK new project, I think. Project. I would love to go to
beautiful. What? Sorry, I was yelling beautiful.
I can't wait until we go to UC.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Where it's just... I love Norman Reedus in this. I think he's done so many iconic roles.
You know who he reminds me of? Kate McKinnon's character from the Ghostbusters. Right?
Yeah.
So then the Ghostbusters was the all-female cast. Kate McKinnon's character.
Yeah.
That's Egon. That's Norman Reedus in this.
Are you excited for WWE 2K22 in March? I'll be honest with you. We get asked a lot about things to deal with wrestling. We don't partake in the wrestling world.
Lies.
Yo, we have maybe watched one wrestling match in the last 2 years, and maybe the entire 5 years we've been together.
Lies.
Just because you have a crush on one of the wrestlers doesn't mean that we watch it.
Most of the time, whenever we're in a hotel, we end up putting on the TV and we will keep watching NXT. But whenever we're here at the house, like we watched WrestleMania because it was on Hulu. I think it was Hulu. It was on there. So we watch it, but we don't follow it. We're not like diehard fans, but we watch it for the entertainment value.
Yeah, but I mean, I couldn't even name any wrestlers.
Thank you,
today.
Edward.
Like none.
And I don't got crushes on wrestlers.
Yes, you
Freaking
do.
weirdo.
You totally do. I don't remember who it is.
It's because it's
but
not.
For sure, you have a crush on at least one of them.
Michael, were you one of the first at Bob Saget's gravesite?
I think so.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
so. And I think the very next person was somebody named Barry King, and then the third person was German in Venice.
Mhm.
Now I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. A lot of people, and some of you
no,
in
nothing
this
wrong with it. Sorry.
in this live chat, I've probably watched that Bob Saget video, and might have been bothered that I went there. Again, I didn't go there for you. I went there, like I stated, because I wanted to see Bob Saget's final resting place. And I figured, I'm gonna take you guys with me because there's so many people across the world who would probably want to see that. I didn't sensationalize it in any way, shape, or form. I just genuinely wanted to go.
In the American ones, yeah.
A lot of people said, "Oh man, too soon," or "Let the body cool down first."
It's like,
Or,
what
and
are
it's
you
like,
talking about?
to me, that's more disrespectful than going there and showing the world that, hey, this man that you love. We didn't go to his house and say, hey, we did it with Betty White. But I stood out and I was like, hey, I don't want to spend too much time and leave. We didn't go to his house. We didn't try to sensationalize it. We didn't try to make a story that wasn't there.
I know.
We just said this is what it is. And I was very happy with it. And somebody actually said to me, hey, you're getting a lot of hate because of this video. Maybe you should turn off comments. And I said, why would I do that?
People have a right to comment what they like.
People have a right to comment and feel exactly the way they did. Like I had the right to.
Right. It's not like we crashed his funeral.
Yeah. Like I had a right to make a video and say what I wanted.
And it's not like we stalked it to see when his family left so we could approach the grave or anything like that. We have no idea when he was laid to rest, what actual day that he was interred in the ground. We don't know when that actually happened. But when we went to pay our respects, the ground wasn't that fresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it had been covered for some time, maybe a week or so or longer. But I mean, the juxtaposition of that is that we went to Betty Grave hasn't been interred yet, but we went to her star to pay respects because that's the only thing we could pay respects to at the time. But that was like the day after she passed, and no, I don't think a single person was like, "Oh my God, too soon."
No. And it doesn't bother me. Like I said, like my intentions were gold, and I think that's the key in it. I didn't try to like sensationalize and be like, dude, check out where I'm at and stuff like that. It was just, hey, this is the reality of life, my friend. I'm glad you went, Michael. I felt like I was paying my respects with you. You did good. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much, Dan.
Thank you, Scott.
Go to places where several thousand followers won't be able to. You both are eyes for us to pay our respects to them. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan, for saying that.
And that's why we take the camera with us, because we know you guys want to pay respects too, but he's buried out here in California.
Our channel deals with some pretty effed up situations.
Oh, Betty was cremated. I didn't know that.
So sometimes our channel can invoke some memories or thoughts that people don't want. And we have to be careful about it, because if we sensationalize it, some of these hard to talk about subjects, and we make it like as it's disrespectful, YouTube will have a problem with that.
Yeah, but we don't do that though. Randy Planty.
You both are the best. Love all of your videos, and I can't wait to see a video tour of your collection. It is coming.
Yeah. So
It's coming.
We finally got word
Yes.
from our building. We're going to be moving around March. We were supposed to move sooner, but they won't have our unit ready for us yet. So we're still already starting to pack. Some stuff never actually came out of boxes, but we're starting to get everything packed up again. And we're really excited. And hopefully, I'm not going to say it's going to happen as soon as March because that'd be really, really soon. But you'll definitely be getting a tour of our collections.
Yeah.
I want to say sometime this year because we won't be moving until March, like the end of March, like the beginning of April around my birthday. So
We were waiting for a 2-bedroom apartment in our building to open up. And we got word that it did open up, and we won't, and they're freshly renovating it, so it's going to get all new stuff. So we're not going to be able to move in until March.
Rent here, honestly, it depends on where you try to live. It's just like trying to live in the city in any other location. It's about the same as living in Orlando. When I was looking for apartments in Orlando, and that wasn't even like in the city, that was on the outskirts, and the rent was about the same. And I lived in New York for 8 years, so rent is really subjective to where you live.
Like for what we get, we're right in the heart of Hollywood, right in the heart. There's Hollywood Boulevard. When you think of Hollywood, we're right there, and we have off-street parking in a secure building. I feel like we got a deal for what we pay.
All gated and everything.
Yeah, and we like
Hi,
it.
Denmark.
And get up in the morning, and I can walk right down the street. I say this so many times. I can literally walk out our front door,
Hi, Germany.
go a couple blocks, and there's Bela Lugosi's where he lived and died. I love that. I love telling people that.
I would like to ask a question to the chat, if I may.
I thought you were going to ask me. You got a little you did this turn.
But I love you. I love
God.
you.
All right. Love your videos. Saludos.
Oh, thank you, Aaron.
Desde
Saludos.
Argentina. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eric, thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Dan, are you moving downstairs because of your neighbors downstairs? Remember a while back you said the neighbors were saying you were loud. Saying you were no, we were not loud.
Oh no, our neighbors were loud.
We are actually moving to the top floor, an outside unit, so our balcony will overlook
Brooklyn's
Hollywood.
Finest. Love your videos. Love the content you put out each and every time, giving you flowers. Now you're officially my favorite YouTube channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brooklyn Finest.
Thank you.
So, real quick, we're moving to the top floor of our building to a 2-bedroom unit where the balcony overlooks Hollywood.
Because I need an office.
Yeah. So we're getting away from the main courtyard to the building. So we're happy about that. There was a lot of issues. There's a family. We don't know the names, but there's a family in our building that has a kid that I swear to God
He's a terror.
Is like freaking Damien from The Omen. And not in a good way. Not like the son of the devil is a good thing. But you know what I mean. But this kid is like...
He's one of those kids that...
They just had a birthday for this kid, and it was like...
Even long before the birthday, it's one of those things where he's not supervised very often. And one of his favorite things to do, because he knows that no one in his family is really going to tell him to knock it off or to act right, he loves to try to bother the neighbors. So, for instance, he loves going around to the neighbors' windows he can access and enticing their dogs to bark and bark and bark and bark. He'll kick their glass. He'll kick their windows. And he just had a 5th birthday party. So at the time he was 4. So now he's 5. And they actually had to move where the mail was brought in because he was running over people's packages with his bike. He was kicking people's packages. He was throwing rocks in the pool. He was causing noise all hours of the day, screaming up and down the corridor just to make noise. And not like he was like in pain or needing attention, or maybe needing attention, but he sounds like he's trying to get attention from his parents, and they're just like, go outside and play so I don't have to deal with you kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, and when you're in a courtyard, where everything is closed off into this like little, I call it the common area, and it's an open like building, it just radiates like a megaphone all the way around. And it's so loud and it's so obnoxious. And sometimes he's out there doing it until like noon, or not noon, but midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 a.m. Dude.
Yeah. And then for a while, the family moved. Well, we thought they moved, but then they came back. Oh,
yeah.
the kid
It's
came
not
back.
like he's like a little obnoxious kid doing kid
Kitty
things.
Mama just discovered your channel
Yeah.
this week. I have to say I've enjoyed your videos, old and new, such
Thank you so
history.
much,
Thank you
Kitty.
for doing what you
Thank
do.
you, Julie.
Thank you, and thank you, Julie. So we're moving away from all of that. Our unit is now going to be on the outside of the building,
Yeah.
away from that, at the end of a
It's
hall.
been awful. Yeah.
So it's like, have you ever gone to a hotel?
Oh, and he was stealing a lot of people's mail and packages as well.
Have you ever gone to like a hotel and you told the people, we do this all the time, especially if we're there for a couple days and they say, do you have a preference of what floor you want? We're like, we want the top floor at the end of the hallway, like the furthest away from everything.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what we're doing in our apartment building, the top floor and the furthest away from people that we can.
It's been a bit much. Yeah, the whole thing. Obviously, they don't want to. I don't think the building is persecuting because he's a young child, but it became such a problem.
Right?
Yeah. But
Hi,
anyway,
hello there.
I digress. The question that I was going to pose to the chat.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Dan. I would just wanted to ask because sometimes my brain peters out on me and I forget things that I used to know. I know we have a lot of people visiting and hanging out in the chat that are outside the United States. So I wanted to ask if you were in the chat visiting from another country, how would I say hello in your native language? And I asked this question because someone said hello from Germany and I wanted to say hello and I forgot how to say hello in German. All I could remember was how to say goodnight. Guten Nacht. Hola, hello, yeah. Canada, hello. I don't know how to pronounce that. Achtung? Guten Tag. Oh, see, I said Guten Tag, and I wasn't sure if that was right. Bonjour. UK says whatcha? Kia ora. Aloha. I know that one.
How you doing?
How yours doing? Sorry. From California, we say hello. Howdy. Shalom. Good day, mate. But it made me curious, guys. I saw some people from the Netherlands. Borda from Wales. Hola. Bashui Medelmo. Damn it. Oh, sorry. Hello. Oh, it's going so fast. Sometimes I'm really bad at pronunciations. I know I'm not getting some of these right.
Thank you, Robert Martini.
What I miss?
Somebody said greetings. New to the
Oh,
channel. Love your
thanks
channel.
to you.
What's your favorite film? Dirk Jason Hall, how dare you?
Man, I always try to not answer that question.
So, favorite film.
Hi, Denmark.
It's like movies to us are like a mood ring. It depends on what mood we're in.
Shalom.
Will determine what our favorite film is. It can change day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, life to lifetime, dream to dream, nightmare to nightmare, reality to reality. You never know. I could like one movie and make a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and then the next moment I like a different movie. You never know. Go ahead, ask if I'm done. You never know. I do love the Scream series.
Yeah.
Did you say ew to the Scream movies?
No, that's not what I said ew to. Someone said a political bullshit thing, so they're getting hidden.
Oh.
No, thank you.
Yeah, so Mark, we noticed that Hollywood will get hit with the winds tonight. The wind was kicking up pretty heavily about an hour ago, like seriously heavy. We're like, what the heck was that? Looked out the window and the palm trees were like saying hi. Thank you, Frederick. Michael Julius Stiles says hi.
That's
Dan,
mean.
put him in timeout
Put him in timeout.
for the rest of the life.
Jared says, "Are you guys going to see the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson when it comes out in theaters in March? I heard it's 3 hours.
167 minutes. It's supposed to be the longest Marvel movie, not
In
Marvel.
theaters?
The longest comic book movie. Is it longer than Justice League's?
Well,
The Zack Snyder
I
cut?
know that I've seen some very long movies in theater.
So, at first, when I heard that Robert Pattinson, that's how you say his name, right? I'm sorry. When I first heard that, what was his name in Harry Potter?
Oh, Cedric Diggory.
When I first heard that Cedric Diggory was going to be Batman,
Yeah.
I balked at it. I was like, are you serious? This is going to be freaking horrible.
He was a Hufflepuff.
We watched the trailer for it, and I'm telling you what, I have not been this excited for a Batman movie than I am for this one. Like, I'm so excited for this movie. I cannot wait.
I mean, but also because
Michael Keaton is Batman, you're right.
Zoe.
But this one's going to be good.
Zoe is going to be Catwoman.
That's what's her name? The musician's daughter, right?
Kravitz, yeah.
Yeah,
Zoe
she was
Kravitz.
also in.
She's very pretty. I love to look at hell.
She was also in a.
She's very sultry. She fits being Catwoman way more than Stupid Face. Who's the lady I hate? I can see her face in my head.
Oh God, what's her name? She was in The Witches. Dark Jason Hall. Hope to meet y'all in April, May 1st at Texas Frightmare. Keep doing y'all's thing. Follow your passion and forget the trolls and haters. Thank you.
Anne Hathaway. Thank you. Yes, I hate her.
Fingers and bones crossed that we're going to be at
Yes.
Texas Frightmare. That's our plan. Eric, favorite Spanish language horror movie for me? It's The Blind Dead, 1970s, produced and filmed in Spain. I'm going to have to make an addendum to what I said a couple weeks ago. Somebody asked the same exact question, and I said I'm a big fan of the Coffin Joe series. I caught flack for that because it's not a Spanish film. It's actually a movie from Brazil. I don't know. With that being said, I don't know really if I have a favorite Spanish movie.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
Spanish horror film, because I think I might like some Brazilian horror movies, right? So I don't know.
Paul Freeze said, "Just discovered you last week. Nice to see your enthusiasm and thoughtful uploads. Maybe see Sons of Anarchy locations in the future? ?
Possibly.
I know it was set in California. I don't know if they filmed in California, but I'd be interested in looking that up.
I think they did.
Yeah.
I never looked into it, but I'll check it out. Yeah, I said that my favorite Spanish horror film was Coffin Joe, and somebody was like, "You need to get your facts correct. That was from Brazil, not Spanish." So I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I watch a lot of international films, and I honestly don't know if I could choose just one. But whenever I get asked questions like that, we've been asked also before, say, what's your favorite Japanese horror? And there's so many and so many amazing ones that my brain usually goes to the last one I watched, because sometimes I just can't remember the titles. There's actually a handful of ones from China that aren't even considered horror, but they have been embedded in my brain because they're a sci-fi, not sci-fi, but a fantasy horror, more considered fantasy, and they're called The Bride with White Hair, and they have left an impression on me for 30 years, to the point where I was able to find them on DVD recently, and when I was able to actually find them, I cried in the store. It was such a big deal for me. Guten Tag. See what I did there? Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth was Spanish, but I don't think that was considered a horror movie, even though it was Del Toro. I would say still that's more along the lines of fantasy. Though it was pretty dark, and I do love it.
I like a lot of old Italian movies. Sorry, I thought I was oh man, wait, maybe I like this movie. Is it Spanish? And I looked it up. That's why I was looking on my phone. It's not Spanish.
Japan has some serious stuff, like Suicide Club, Audition and stuff like that. And then there's Ichi the Killer. If you consider it to be horror, there's Tetsuo. So many more too. You know, I mean, it's just like any other country making films. They put out so many every year, and I can only think of the old ones because I watched them when I was younger, and my brain's kind of dead.
So, whenever I start thinking about favorite movies, immediately the first thoughts in my mind are old movies from like the 60s and 70s.
We haven't seen Nightmare Alley yet.
So, I have a hard time, like, I don't know. And for some reason, like with board games, what do you guys play horror games? I'm like, let me show you our board game collection. I feel like a dork. And it's like, what's your favorite movie? And I'm like, what movie do I like from the 60s and 70s? You know, and so little whacked out, cracked out, smoking broccoli.
28 days later and 28 weeks later, I feel it really started pushing the envelope for some of these zombie films that were coming out, because that's technically a zombie film, but also technically it is an outbreak film. A pandemic, not really pandemic, but it's considered an outbreak.
So Donald Turpin says, he brings up something. He says, Michael, it's hard to get your research correct when you are doing videos. I don't think you have to be perfect. Just be the best you can. So Donald Turpin, so I have a certain set of rules that you must follow in order to make a Grimm Life video. This is what I did there. That was like a throwback to like Randy Meeks from Scream. Rule number 1. In order to survive a Grimm Life Collective video, you have to let the location speak for itself.
I have no idea if that's Spanish or not. I don't speak Spanish.
The less I talk, the more I let the location talk. To me, that's a better video. I mean, yeah, you guys come and you want to see Jessica and I and our interactions and stuff like that, but also you ultimately click on the video because you want to see the filming locations to the Lost Boys, what they look like. That's what draws you in. So we want that to always be the focus. The number 2 is I don't want to be that YouTube channel, and there are YouTube channels that do this, that it almost like they read facts from Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah.
At 9:52 a.m. on August 6, 1968, so-and-so and so-and-so,
Or
who
the
was
rape
the
scene,
niece
too.
and stuff, was... I don't want to be that person that's constantly doing that. You know, you as a viewer, if you come to Hollywood and you go and you visit a famous grave or a true crime location, when you go and you visit that place, you're not going to go there with this 35-page fact sheet of what happened. You're going to go there and go, man, I know this guy. I know what happened. I can't believe I'm standing here. And that's the feeling that we always try to create with our videos. So sometimes you get the facts wrong because that's not...
Matthew Brown
It's
asks,
important, but
hi,
it's
Michael
not...
and Jessica. Great videos, Michael. Love the cemetery vids. Have you guys been to Big Bear Lake since your move to LA?
Not yet, and I want to so bad. Big Bear's coming.
I feel like we've talked about it.
Yes.
Because I feel like that has definitely been a conversation that we had. I just don't remember.
I do take notes, and I do bring notes with me. I've always done that.
And we always have like our phones and our tablet and things like that, but sometimes, you know...
You trip over your words.
But we've also looked up things as well, and then the search was wrong. You know, so it's not foolproof.
Yeah. And so the Criswell video, if you pay attention to it, you may notice that the entire video, I call the man Criswell predicts. There's one time where I get tripped up over my words because you're talking and there's people around you watching you the entire time going, what's he doing? So I'm talking and I call him Criswell because Charles, but you know, Griswold. So Criswell. There's one point in that video where I trip over my own words and call him Criswell, and I just went with it.
I can never do the glow stick thing. I'm not.
Misty Mundane did a few films in Big Bear.
What is the word you would use for that? Coordinated. I am not coordinated enough to play with glow sticks like that. Like how people are always like doing these acrobatic. Like my arms don't work like that, man.
Is it weird to want to know how you are in life? Well, no,
Was
it's
the
not weird.
question?
Is it weird to want to know how you are in life? We do this full time. Our whole life is finding creepy spots, and we watch movies, we watch TV when we're home. We go to the Disney theme parks. We don't usually film in the theme parks, but we go to the theme parks a lot, whether it's Disney or Universal. But we eat, sleep, and breathe the channel.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So everything you see on the channel is us in real life.
Are we able to do tramp stamp? I forget.
Tramp
Are we
stamp,
not able
yes.
to do tramp stamp with this one?
Yeah, we can. Tramp stamp is 40 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah. There's a really pretty red head on my screen, if that helps. Well, not anymore. Now it's camera angles.
I said this in the past, and I'm going to say this again. I don't feel... How do I say this? I don't want to sound pretentious. I don't want to sound like, oh, look at us. Let me straighten my tie. I don't like to think that what we do on YouTube is called vlogging. I don't think that we make vlogs. I don't think that we... I like to think of what we're doing as a show. We're presenting a certain topic to you,
Right.
and we're trying to give you a package of, if you were here visiting this place, this is what it would be like.
Well, also the description doesn't fit.
Yeah.
It's a vlogging is video blogs, and we're not doing blogs.
Our video is not like, hey guys, good morning. We're going to go get
Talk
some
about our
ice
daily
cream,
life.
go this way, and you're going to come with me. Let's go
Yeah.
do this.
When people talk about their daily life or take you to the grocery store or walking their dog and things like that, those are vlogs.
So maybe that's what you mean when you say, oh, is it weird to want to know what you are in like your daily life? Because we don't really do our daily life videos. We like to think that we present it more like a show.
P-Tail says, I would say historians.
Thank you very much. And we love you guys. We seriously do.
Yeah.
And all the love.
Yeah. Is Bigfoot real?
Yes.
Is it you?
My feet aren't hairy.
I didn't say they were hairy. I just said they're big.
So, yes, Bigfoot's real. Yes, UFOs are real. Yes, aliens are real. Yes, unicorns are real. Yes, dragons are real. Jason Danner, Jefferson City, Texas, Excelsior Hotel, makings of a great, thoughtful, historical, spooky, grim trip shoot.
Yeah.
We're going to be going through Texas twice this year. Jefferson City, Excelsior Hotel. Thank you for that, Jason.
Screenshot. Yeah. Oh, I just turned it off on accident. Man, I do not know how to operate.
And another thing, when we turn the camera on, I don't want to turn the camera on and just speak to it. Just throw the camera up and just talk. I really try to line up shots. I really try to compose each and every shot.
I messed it up. I got it.
Yeah. So every time you watch a video, every time the camera is on, it's a thought process. It's intentional.
It's not scripted.
No.
But like when you're doing research and you have to take notes, you do have to like keep your notes in order of like, you know, what, because just like movies, we do film things out of sequence depending on where we hit what while we're on the road. So it's like that though.
Hunter, we are coming to Ohio. Cincinnati, my friend.
Hello, Brazil.
Hello, Brazil. Pete Hill, will you guys ever do a collab with Adam the Woo? Of course, we would love to do a collab with Adam the Woo. We've met him a few times. He's appeared in a few of our videos. We appeared in a few of his. He's so tall. But we've never done like a video like what we did with Sean Clark.
He's taller than
It'll
Michael.
happen. Yeah, he's taller than me.
Yeah, you're 6'2", so he has to be at least 6'3", 6'4", and he has the biggest teddy bear. He's really like just soft spoken, like in the sense that like he has a deep voice and whatever. You know, I don't mean soft spoken like that, but like he's just like chilled, like relaxed. Like he's exactly how you see him on his videos. He's just like chilling.
Somebody asked, "What's in Cincinnati?" Horror Hound Weekend.
Hello, Brazil.
In March.
Oh, he's how I found you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's awesome. We've met him a lot when we were down in Orlando. He's always a good guy.
We're not going to be in Virginia anytime soon. March, we're going to be flying into New Jersey for Cherry Hill, New Jersey, doing a couple things there, and then driving all the way back to
Ooh.
California.
I did not get to lay hands on Sean's Darkness bust. And it's probably for the better. I will just leave that in his home. Unsullied by me.
We do get recognized a lot, Brooklyn. We got recognized today. Today we had to go out and do some shopping, and we went to this steakhouse. We like a steakhouse called Sizzle, right? Sizzler. And with everything that's going on, we don't go in and eat. We don't eat in restaurants anymore, so we pick up when we go. Mm-hmm. And we were there waiting for our food, and somebody who was there eating at the restaurant recognized us and came over and said hello. So if you're watching this, hello, it was nice meeting you today. Just a heads up. But yeah, the Sizzler, whatever it's called, it was good.
It does here. Sizzlers exists in California, and let me tell you, they have the best steaks we've ever had.
We love Sizzler steaks.
We have sampled a lot of steaks from a lot of different restaurants, and they never disappoint.
My favorite steak in the country, though. Where's my favorite steak in the country?
Fuck if I know.
We're getting it this weekend.
Oh, it's in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do it anymore. I got really sick after last
time.
Oh,
damn it. Okay, we'll wait this time. So there's you hear those stories that Vegas is good for those like $15 steaks. You get a big steak for $15.
Yeah. Well, I'll just get mine well done.
Is it the Cortez Hotel?
The Cortez restaurant inside the Cortez Hotel.
Yeah, there's a gangster style restaurant inside the El Cortez down in old Vegas, and you go in there and for like $15 you get a big ass steak and like a baked potato, and it's freaking good.
Yeah, the last time I asked for it rare, and then he asked for it as rare as humanly possible. So when it came, I think they just made them both the same, and it was way too rare for me this time, and I got sick.
47 minutes.
He was fine. He has like a cast iron stomach. I don't know why, but I'm just kind of like, I don't think I have it for a minute. I need like some time away from it, you know? Like when you get sick off of something, you can't have it for a while.
But when we're here in Hollywood, here in LA, you want a steak, we go to Sizzler.
I was born and raised in St. Louis, but we've never done any videos there because Michael and I have not been back to my hometown together.
We're going to be in St. Louis in March.
Yes.
For Trans World.
Yes.
And some other stuff.
Yeah.
We have not been to Norm's here in California.
Never been to Norway.
There's supposed to be a Norm's opening up down the street.
I'm Norwegian. It's true. On my dad's side.
Oh, favorite David Lynch film?
An 80s restaurant in Vegas, you say?
Oh, man. Do you have a favorite David Lynch movie?
Hi, Russia. No, Australia. That's the only word I know. Salud. Favorite David Lynch movie, man. My favorite food is actually rice.
I'm going to have to go with Eraserhead. I just love the feel. That's the movie that I fell in love with David Lynch.
I am having a hard time, like...
Mulholland Drive is amazing, too.
Yeah.
Eraserhead, for sure.
Oh, you're from Chesterfield? You're from the one nice area in St. Louis that exists?
Lost Highway. So...
I'm from the South City.
I'm dying here, right? So, Dune. If you guys haven't seen the new Dune, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. David Lynch's Dune is absolutely amazing. Completely same movie, different movies altogether. We were at Amoeba today, and they had a David Lynch Dune 4K steelbook.
It was so pretty.
It was freaking gorgeous, and I wanted it so bad, but it was like $60.
We have been to Baltic Boys. Yeah, I mean, so Amoeba
I did not get it.
Is always a little pricey. They're always a little bit more than other places, but that's because they carry stuff that's really hard to get. I don't know if the Viper Room is haunted. A lot of people do ask that.
They say it's supposed to be haunted.
Yeah. We haven't been inside it. I would like to go inside it, though.
Show and tell.
Show and tell. Yeah, Lost Highway was good, dude. He's done so many great things. It's one of those things where it's like, again, I go for like the most recent one that I've seen because my brain kind of goes, oh my god, there's so many, and it picks the most recent movie I've seen because I can't, think about what's it. Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with Pops and Sauget. I think everybody who's ever lived or passed through St. Louis is very familiar with Pops and Sauget, and not so much because of the 24-hour bar, but because the strip clubs are directly next to it, basically almost in their parking lot. So, yeah, we's all familiar with that from St. Louis. I actually really do love Typo Negative, and it made me very sad to think about him sometimes because he's so gone. Because his music kind of touched my heart. I am not sure where it's at. I don't think I can access it right this very second. But one of my prized possessions was, I think it was, well, besides you, I want to say it was 3 years ago that Michael, for my birthday, got me the October Rust. I already did it. Got me the October Rust vinyl from Typo Negative was it Christmas or my birthday?
It was a birthday.
For my birthday. Yeah. It was a big deal. We've never been outside the continental United States, so we haven't been to Russia yet.
All right. So Amoeba Music. If you don't know what Amoeba Music is, Amoeba Music
I need to watch that one.
is a movie record music store here in Los Angeles, and they have some of the most obscure and harder to find things there on their shelves.
Really quickly, Michael, yes, you can.
What's that?
If he sees us at Horrorhound, can he get a picture with us? Absolutely.
Of course.
If you ever see us out in public or at a convention, please come say hello. Oh, Switchblade Symphony, you taking me back. Please come say hello because we would love to meet you, and you're absolutely welcome to get a picture with us. Yes.
Have you ever watched a movie that you watched a movie growing up, and you're like, man, I want that movie, but it would be really hard to find. Now you go online, you can find it on eBay or something like that. Maybe if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Amoeba is one of those places where you walk in, and 9 times out of 10, that movie that you've been looking for is there on its shelf. Like really hard, obscure stuff. I pulled 3 from our collection. I think I'm going to show you. So here's the 5,000 Fingers of Dr. Death.
Still need to see that one.
Dr. T, I'm sorry.
I still need to see that one.
So basically, this is a Dr. Death. 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. Basically, it is a Dr. Seuss movie where there's a piano teacher who runs a piano school, and he forces his kids to play the piano nonstop. And it's a twisted movie.
I don't know what Blood and Black Lace is, but that sounds amazing.
Here, look.
I'm going to screenshot that one.
Cha-cha! It's a great freaking movie. So if you haven't seen it, check out 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. Da-da!
Would you say that the new Amoeba is as good as the first Amoeba? Now, I have not been to the original Amoeba, but he has. That's why I'm asking him the question.
So there's going to be people who are going to say, oh, the original was better. The original location on Sunset.
It's huge.
The building on Sunset was very iconic. It had that the atom kind of feel to it. The inside of the Amoeba Music, from what I remember, it looks identical, almost identical to the way that it did before. It's like you walked into the old Amoeba Music, but in a different store.
We did the Edward Scissorhands location. That one's a bit old though, so you'd probably have to type it into the search. Put in like Edward Scissorhands and put in Grimm Life Collective to the search bar, because we did that video about 3 years ago, if not longer.
We got the Peanut Butter Solution. Now, if you don't know what this movie is, it is a twisted movie. You got to check it out. I love it because on the back here, it says, if Nickelodeon meets David Lynch, you would get this movie, The Peanut Butter Solution. And then we also picked this one up too, which I don't think this is as hard to find. But we haven't watched it yet either. But The Love Witch. We have such a strange collection of movies.
Matthew says that the layout for the Sunset Building was categorized better and easier to navigate. It can be a little difficult to navigate there sometimes, I do admit, yeah.
Well, it's like they keep changing it. It's like every time we walk into the Amoeba on Hollywood, it's different. They change it around. Dan the Breaking News Man, just to let everyone in the room, my meeting Michael and Jessica in person was awesome when I was in Arizona. They truly will stop and take pictures and speak with you, and any that are with you. Awesome couple. Well, thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. It was so nice to meet you, sweetie.
We met Dan, the Breaking News Man, at Mad Monster Party in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, technically it was Glendale, Arizona. Dan, the Breaking News Man. We were at Mad Monster Party, and we were having a horrible, horrible, horrible time. We went there to do a video, and if you look, there is no video. That's how horrible of a time it was. And Dan was one of the nicest people that we met.
Yeah.
And he really helped in making that experience salvageable and good for us.
Yeah.
So thank you, Dan.
Michelle Cazares asked if I recovered from my illness from last week. I've seen a lot of people asking if I'm feeling better. I guess from when Michael did the videos with Sean, or did the hiking up to the Hollywood sign. It's not that I was particularly like sick or had an illness. It's just that I do have an illness, but it's not a curable illness. I have heart conditions. It's not something that's going to repair itself, so I can't do certain things that Michael can do, like hiking up very steep hills, or what was it, like a 6-mile hike?
It was over 7 miles.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that at all. And sometimes I do feel rather poorly when, different things are happening, girl stuff and whatever, my heart becomes affected, or sometimes it is an asshole. So yeah, sometimes I don't feel so great because of things that are happening with my heart health, but it's not something that's like a curable, I'm going to get over it next week kind of thing. But I do it. I'm okay though. I'm good. What did you think about the original movie, The Town That Dreaded Sundown? I have not seen it.
I have so since seeing that movie, I had a very a newfound love for trombones.
Trombones?
Yes.
What's the deal with the trombones?
Because there's a scene where in the movie, because it's based off of The Town That Dreaded Sundown is based off of a real killings in Texas, in Corsicana, Texas, I think it is. And in the movie, there's the killer takes a trombone and he plays it and he kills somebody with the trombone.
How do you kill somebody with a trombone? By just like knocking them across the face with it?
Texarkana, not Corsicana. Corsicana, it's somewhere else, but Texarkana, that's right.
Yep, it was originally the Hollywood Land, and it was a real estate development advertisement. Yes, it was. And I love that little fact about that. I think it's so cute because it's just a thing that became, a part of its identity, and now it's protected, I think technically I am a Viking, but here's the thing. I don't know any peoples from either side of my family very well. I don't know anybody extended outside my family. I just really know my parents and my grandparents. My mom's family came from Ireland. My dad's family came from Norway. And that is the extent of my knowledge. So I don't know if I really can claim being a Viking other than having that bloodline. But yeah, sure. Viking. Rawr. I don't know Odin. Oh, it's Irish because of green hair. That is a happy coincidence, I assure you.
It was planned.
Kiss me, I'm Irish.
Kiss me, I'm bleh.
You are gypsy.
I am nothing.
Technically, you're gypsy.
I am nothing.
Gypsy.
Shut your face.
You shut your face.
Shut your face.
You shut your face.
Shut your face.
Your family comes from the Czech Republic, your gypsy side of the family.
I am nothing.
Yeah. Dune, 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 dune. He does all the editing. He does all the filming, all the editing. I am just here for emotional support.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Dude, I can't I that song plays in my head, the one that was edited into a song. I love that
59
artist.
minutes. 59 minutes.
The comedian, I love him so much.
Is
That's
tramp stamp.
an old video, and suddenly it just blew up, and people started making songs out of that clip of him saying emotional damage, and I think that's amazing.
Check.
Oh, thanks, Donald. Thank
Check.
you, everybody who was concerned about my health. Thank you so much for asking after me about that. That's very sweet and it's not overlooked. I promise. Thank you so much.
Ooh, what is your favorite? What is your ranking of the Ghostbusters movie? So I think you were asking the question earlier. Yes, we did see Ghostbusters Afterlife. We went to the fan premiere with director Jason Reitman. And we actually got to sit not too far from him and do a Q&A with him. Tell you what, seeing movies living in Hollywood is cool as fuck. I'm just going to say that, all right? Fuck. Cool as fuck. Because we saw Scream with David Arquette and the director and Kevin Williamson, the guy who wrote the movie Scream. We were like feet away from him, from all three of them. We watched Scream 5 and got to see it.
Matt Chax, thank you so much for hanging out with us. He says it's 5:30 here in Dublin. I don't know if that's AM or PM, or probably AM. You hung out to chat with us. Thank you so much, everyone who's tuning in from outside of the United States. It really means a lot for you guys to come and hang out with us. We know that you're like,
that's all good and dandy,
not sleeping.
But continuing my thought.
But good night. Thank you. Go ahead.
What I was saying, seeing movies here in Hollywood, where like the movies are being made and where like the stars and like the film directors and everybody live, it's a completely different experience. Just say it. And the weirdest part is, it hasn't been like, you would think that if you're going to go see the movie Scream 5 and David Arquette, Dewey Riley is going to be there, and the director and the writer, you would think that maybe it's like $100 a ticket. No, it was like the cost of like a regular ticket going to the movies, but you go there and there's the actors and the directors and the creators of the movie doing a Q&A and saying, how did you like my movie? And it's like, wait, what?
It wasn't like extensive or anything. It was like maybe 10 minutes, maybe at the longest 20 minutes, but it was still cool.
It was cool. It was cool. And then the same thing happened with Ghostbusters. So the ranking of the Ghostbusters movies, it's really simple. Part 1, Part 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and then Ghostbusters Answer the Call. Dan the Breaking
Washington
State, Ted Bundy, Rose Red, 10 Things I Hate About You. You can suck it, Dan. 10 Things I Hate About You. What? Put him in timeout again. It's a Julia Stiles movie. Twilight movie, which I'd love to meet you again in my state. I don't know when we're going to be up in that area, but we are planning it at some point.
Thank you, Dan. I lost it, but someone was asking if we live near a specific theater. The New Beverly?
We do.
The New Beverly?
Well, that's over the other side of town.
Australia.
You know, if you type Grom's Chinese Theater, the famous theater right in Hollywood, right on Hollywood Boulevard, we're right near that.
Yeah.
So the New Beverly Theater, which is the one that Quentin Tarantino owns, and they just announced they're going to be playing True Romance on Valentine's Day.
But we can't go.
Yeah, because we got other plans. But we also heard that Quentin Tarantino's in town. He's been spotted around. People are getting pictures. So we're kind of like, where's Tarantino? We've been trying to keep an eye out for Tarantino.
Oh, Michelle Short. Sorry, choking my own spit. Sorry to hear about your grandfather passing, Alex, and our condolences. Much love with you.
Yeah, sorry, Michelle. Our thoughts with you and your family.
Well, it was her boyfriend, Alex. His grandpa died.
Still the family.
I know, I'm just saying. We love you too. What about Tombstone? That would be awesome location show.
We have plans.
Okay. I know
We're
that
going to
we
be going to
filmed
Tombstone.
something in that area, but I didn't think it was Tombstone.
We did not film in that area.
Thomas Lear, is picnic table number 29 really haunted? Did you feel scared? Have you seen Friday the 13th, the TV series show? Is about cursed objects. And hi.
So yes, Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees, the creators of Friday. I don't even know if they're the creators of Friday the 13th, but there used to be a Friday the 13th TV series that was based off of like haunted, cursed objects. It really wasn't that good. It was good, but it wasn't like what people wanted. We have seen it. It's fun. Haunted picnic table number 29. When I was there, I wasn't scared. When I was there, I didn't see anything crazy. I will say this: when I was there, I did not try to move that tree because
Apparently, if you do.
yeah, apparently if you do, you're going to get your ass handed to you in a deathly way.
You know what? I'm comfortable enough to say that I am not so much scared of some things, but I am paranoid enough not to test it. I have never said Bloody Mary into a mirror. I've never said Candyman into a mirror. I'm not touching no tree that kills some people on a picnic table. What I guess you could say I'm a little superstitious, maybe would be the correct term. Or just a scaredy cat. Hey, I'll take either one. I'm fine with that. Tales from the Crypt TV show is a classic, and I probably hum the opening sequence at least once a week. I used to do it all the time and I had forgotten what it was that I was humming. And I was like, oh yeah.
Never heard of the show.
Yeah, that's great. You're such a butt.
Tales from the what?
I ain't touching no tree.
Colin, while you're in Vegas, please go to Zach's Haunted Museum. We've been in Vegas, 5-6 times since we moved to LA? And we have not been to his museum. And we're not going to his museum.
Probably not.
At least not this trip. Not this trip.
No, maybe eventually.
Yeah.
But
like, of course we want to see it, but every time that we make the trip out to Vegas, it's usually for business. And usually everything's packed. We have so much stuff that we're doing, whether we're going out there to film a movie, which we've been out there a couple times, to companies are bringing us out to experience their escape rooms. Yeah,
but it's also kind of expensive.
Yeah,
and you can't take any pictures, and you can't film. And when we first inquired about it at the actual location, they were warning us that it might be a 3-hour wait just to start the tour, depending on certain circumstances. I forget why and what that was about, but it's just kind of we don't have that kind of time to wait around 3 hours before something starts, because I don't. It was something about them wanting to make sure. I don't remember. What is your favorite? What is your dream filming locations video murder would like to know?
It all comes back to that Pet Cemetery video. That was high on my list of places to visit here in the United States.
Yeah.
Not only is it my favorite video that we shot, but if you recall, Jessica, when we were planning for this trip, I said I really want to visit the Pet Cemetery filming locations, but all the locations were in really remote areas. And looking at the map, it seemed almost impossible that you were going to get to them in 2 or 3 days. You're almost you needed 2 weeks to do it.
Yeah, it was so beautiful though.
And we decided last minute, yes, let's do this video. Let's devote almost 3 days to it, our last 3 days. And it took all 3 days to do it in the rain.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was epic.
I didn't even mind that it was so cold and that we were being rained on, because it just really, it set the scene and it set the tone, and it allowed us to see what they saw while scouting these locations and why it ended up being so perfect. Even though it wasn't raining during the film, I think it was maybe a bit overcast when they were filming, because you could just you could feel that spookiness in the air. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It really put you in your feels as a Halloween and horror movie appreciator, or however you want to say that. It really set the tone for the whole trip, if that makes sense. Yeah, his fence was really cool. I'm sure he had that custom made. Maybe not like explicitly like put this here and put that there, but was like, I'm kind of looking for something like this. I want the gates to be like that. But I would hope that if we ever move into a mansion, you never know. We may be 60 or 70 and then hear about one of these, mansions out in the middle of nowhere that's only like $100,000 and be like, I'm moving there and I am building the most epic iron fence you've ever seen. If I ever get to do that in my lifetime, you bet your bum there's going to be spider webs on the front gate. I think I just made that like a lifelong dream to own a little miniature mansion with a wrought iron gate that has spider webs.
If you had to
Doink.
pick a house from a horror movie, which one would you live? Which one would you love to live in? I heard Nancy's house is on sale on Fangoria. We haven't done a video on it yet, but from a horror movie perspective,
True, it doesn't have to be a mansion to have the gate. No, you're right.
first thing that comes to mind would be this giant beast of a house that they used for the people under the stairs.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, that thing was massive. We took pictures out front of the gate.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. We haven't done a video on that.
Well, not just the size of the house is massive, but the property, like how far the gate is from the front door. Like, okay, we're talking about
Tramp stamp.
Stephen King's house, and you guys saw how big his mansion was.
1 hour, 9 minutes, 30
how big
seconds.
of a front yard he had until you hit that gate, right? Push it back by quite a handful of feet, and that's what you get for the people under the stairs. I think we actually did do a video, but it was really set far back on the property.
Now, that question, somebody was like, oh, the Psycho House. See, again, my mind went in a different way. I thought
it's not a real house.
Instead of like, okay, a house from a movie.
Or one that's real that you can buy.
Or one that's real that you can buy.
Yeah.
And I would want to buy the house from people under the stairs. But I would like to live in the house and the property without a killer, a serial killer, the Bates Hotel. That would be cool as hell to like live in that house
and then have the hotel down there
in its heyday, right? Yeah. Like if it was real, but like no, Mother's not there and Norman's not there and stuff like that. That'd be cool as hell.
I would have to take some time to answer this, but one of the first ones that came to mind for me, only because it is a real house and somebody did buy it, and I'm so very jealous that they did it because we know what the interiors look like, is the American Horror Story house.
Mm-hmm.
The house is gorgeous. I mean, pardon me, burps.
Was that what that was?
Yeah.
I thought a rat was scratching. Give me a marshmallow Tic Tac. Can you imagine if Tic Tacs were like little marshmallows?
Oh, okay, so the Hill House is a real house, but the exterior. Hi, Switzerland! Greetings! I don't know. They used a set for the interior of Hill House, but the gate and the front of the house, and actually the back house, all the exterior shots are real. We did a video on that house. We were welcomed onto the property, and we're allowed to film around that house, and we got to see the interior. It is nothing like the TV show, not even close. It's a lot smaller, the foyer. It's like, ugly.
For which house?
Hill House.
The Ennis house?
Was that the name of it?
The Haunting of Hill House? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Switzerland.
Hi, Norway. Hi, Switzerland.
So, fun movie fact about The Haunting of Hill House. It's called the Ennis House. What other famous science fiction movie starring Harrison Ford was this used in?
The fuck's, I don't know.
It was Blade Runner. It was Decker's house.
No, not Ennis House. No. You're thinking House on Haunted Hill.
The Haunted House on Haunted Hill. Yes.
Hill House.
Yes. Well, where's the hill? We didn't do anything on. Oh, you're talking about the Haunting of Hill House.
The Haunting of Hill
House. Yes. All right, two different houses. The House on Haunted Hill. Never mind. My mistake.
The Goosebumps house. I'm sorry, not Goosebumps house. The house with a clock in its walls.
Right.
Was also used during Lovecraft Country. And that is a real house. And again, it is freaking stunning. Now, they had it dressed up when we were there to make it look all really old and icky, but it's a good sized house and it's quite lovely. But the Haunting of Hill House home,
Have a good night, Paul.
the property, I mean, you just feel like you want to have a tea party out in the back foyer or whatever it's called, you know, like I was running around with my umbrella feeling very fancy pansies and wishing I had a ball gown on or something flowy, you know, like I was getting very period minded, you know, with my my fuckery, I guess. it put you in a headspace for sure.
So Eric asked Lord and Lady Grimm,
Lord and Lady Grimm.
who are your top 5 scream queens? For me,
Ooh.
Hazel Court GB, Fay Ray CA. Okay.
Jamie Curtis's Lupita and Ingrid Pitts. Oh man.
I honestly.
Oh, I see. There's little flags behind the names.
Okay.
It looks different on yours
We
versus
see
mine.
the flags over there, but not on this.
Yeah.
I don't even really know how to even begin to answer that one, so I'm not going to.
I never remember most people's names, so I don't even think I can answer that one.
Yeah, I never sat down to even think about who my favorite scream queens would be.
What is a supernatural house? Everyone keeps saying the supernatural house. We're talking about the supernatural show? In which case, I don't know what the supernatural house would be.
I don't know. Not all who wonder. This is from friends of ours, Lucky Hellcat. Lucky Hellcat Art. Find him on Instagram, Lucky Hellcat.
The Conjuring house was cool. But wait, the Conjuring house where it actually happened or where they filmed it? Because neither is very habitable. I don't know what the supernatural house would be though. There wasn't like just one house.
And
towards the end of the show that they had.
Yeah, there are so many different filming locations for the movie Supernatural, for the TV show Supernatural.
You mean the underground? The headquarters?
The Men of Letters headquarters.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, if we're really putting out there, you know, sure. But also, I don't know if I'd want to live underground all the time. Yeah.
So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys this right from the get-go. And we get a lot of requests to go check out haunted places.
Adam's Family House.
At some point, they're not high on our list. They're really not. Like the Whaley House, I have no interest in going down to the Whaley House and saying, even though Jessica and I have a background in horror, like in ghosts and supernatural, I have no interest in going down to the Whaley House and doing a video on their ghosts. I don't
even know what the Whaley House is.
Instead, what interests me, what interests us, the Grimm Life Collective, is
history.
Who were the people when they were alive? Did they die horribly? Was it the person that's haunted the place? I don't want to talk about them haunting it. Maybe a little bit, but I want to talk about how they died on property, and I want to see where they died.
Bye, honey.
So we get a lot of requests saying, hey, go and do a ghost hunt here, or go and do a ghost hunt here. What you guys don't realize is you'll go and do a ghost hunt for 10 hours or 5 hours, and you might not get anything. It's just like going around looking at stuff. And I know some of you guys, the ghost hunting shows are very big and very popular. For instance, when we went and did the Chris.
Oh, happy birthday, Chris.
Hey, Grimm. I love all your videos. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday. We're so glad you came. Happy birthday from the Grimm Life Gang. Hey. I will not lose my hat. How dare you?
If a perfect example of how we handle haunted places, look at the Conjuring house. Everybody who has ever went to the Conjuring house, including like some of the big YouTube people like Sam and Colby, those two young guys.
That's a good one, Mary.
They got numbers through the roof. They went in there ghost hunting and they had equipment and they went in there looking for ghosts. Instead, we actually talked to a member of the Perrin family and got them to tell us the story of the house. And then we went into the house and went to these locations, to the corners, to the rooms, to the staircase that the family was in when the actual story took place. That's what interests us. So the Whaley house, if we can go there and talk about what happened on property, then that's what draws us there. Not so much the ghosts. I mean, a ghostly experience is always awesome, but
Mara Cruz threw out a really good one that I'd kind of forgotten about, but the manor from Casper was pretty gorgeous.
yeah,
I don't know if it's a real house, but like if that were a real house, I mean, just the detail on it. Or from the remake of Dark Shadows, the
Lyndhurst Mansion. Well, that was a movie.
no,
Dark-
yeah, it's the Collins house. Barnabas Collins?
Thank you, the doc.
Yeah.
I was very proud when I found that alleyway for the Fright Night movie.
Yeah, I figured the Casper house wasn't real, but it was gorgeous. The way they had everything laid out when you entered the house was very, very pretty. Had a lot of character, and that's what we're kind of drawn to, is things that are very different and has character to it. Yeah.
Doug Lovins.
Oh no, Blade! Look,
Was I a fan of Meatloaf? I think everybody was a fan of Meatloaf to an extent. I liked his music and I liked his character in certain movies, especially Rocky Horror Picture Show. I respect the man and I respect his art, and yes, I'm a fan.
Is the gazebo from Casper still at Universal Studios? I never knew that if it was. John Deek, I think is how you say your last name. Have you heard of Satanville in Brandywine, Pennsylvania? Apparently, the KKK held hangings there. And my M. Night Shyamalan filmed The Village there.
I heard of the place.
I was not aware of that history. That's awful.
Because of M. Night Shyamalan,
Yeah.
Ding Dong.
Didn't know about the previous history.
But well, as of right now, we don't have anything that's bringing us to Philadelphia. Through Philadelphia, kind of. But there's so I'm not sure if we're going to be driving through the Philadelphia area, but if we do, there are a few things that I want to visit in Philly to cover. One of them is a certain grave of somebody that I've been wanting to visit my entire life, and she's buried in Philly, so we shall see.
Yeah, Jason Huerta, the witch house that we filmed that one day. The how do you say it? The personality that house has, and we have not been blessed with seeing the interior, but just the exterior, what they've done to the yard and to the fencing and things like that. The theme that they've gone with is like really, really well thought out, and we love that place. We were able to see a little bit of the inside by just because, like, you know, the window was open, sort of thing, and it looks like the theming really does continue inside, and I want to see it so bad. They politely declined.
It's interesting because of the state of the world that's happening. Everybody's hurting for money. So a lot of these places, like somebody just said, that the Home Alone house has become an Airbnb.
Don't doubt it.
I'm telling you what, if you can find a way to make money doing what you do or with your home, freaking do it. Don't give anybody hate or people have got to survive, and if they have something that is from a lot of times when it comes to filming locations,
getting to go and stay there, that's awesome. I would love to do that.
A lot of times people don't want you looking at their house or standing at their house. So if somebody can do that and turn, like the Buffalo Bill house from the Silence of the Lambs.
Amazing.
Dude bought it and turned it into basically an Airbnb.
Yeah.
And you can go and have a Buffalo Bill experience.
Barnabas Collins. The Elm Street house just sold for $3 million. I bet it did.
Yeah, we bought it. No, we did not. Oh my God! Can you imagine if we bought that
If we
damn
had the
thing?
money to throw down on a house like that,
Jesus
Jesus,
God.
I'd be like, I'm broke now, but it's cool.
We're fine with renting. We're fine with renting.
Yeah. But I think it's great. You know, when we were living in Savannah, Georgia, a lot of these old houses are kind of converted into these themed or not themed, you know, bed and breakfasts because they don't. I mean, they have a decent amount of hotels, like any city does, but it's such an old town that they're often not in a place of convenience. So a lot of people have converted them. Oh, we know about the Madonna Inn. That place is stunning.
Yeah, we
we're
stopped there and
tried.
actually talked to them about it. We have their information about
Yeah.
going and
We
staying and
haven't
doing a
stayed in a
video.
while. But you know, but it was kind of this like beautiful place because the houses were so interesting that it was something we even considered at one point in life is like, you know, it'd be kind of cool to open a bed and breakfast because we love this town, you know, and would help with having renewable income, you know. But there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that goes into it.
You know what they should do? When it comes to horror movies and museums, so many people are like, ooh, the Nightmare on Elm Street house. Ooh, the Michael Myers house. Ooh, this house and stuff like that, right? We need a museum devoted to horror movie bathrooms. Right? Like, can you imagine, like, you walk into this room.
Yeah, I gotta pee.
And there's a door, and each door leads you to a different horror movie bathroom, like the bathroom from Candyman, where they first said Candyman into you know what I mean, or the bathroom where in Halloween 2018, whenever Michael Myers kills the reporter, and you know the teeth on the floor. Like, they should have these horror movie bathroom experiences. Just saying, I think it'd be cool. The Shining bathroom, that was pretty freaking disturbing, right? The Saw bathroom, man, we're on to something here. We need to have like we're on to something here. We're gonna do, yeah. The bathroom, see the bathroom from Carrie, the bathroom from It, you know, when freaking Pennywise comes out of the drain. Oh, Psycho with the shower curtain. Poltergeist with the teeth, the braces. Why hasn't anybody done a horror bathroom exhibit? I mean, don't get me
I don't
wrong.
know if I'd go.
It could turn out to be a really crappy experience. Boom, ching. Hey, who knows? The people who create this horror bathroom experience, maybe they're just pissing away their money. Boom, ching.
This is like a dad jokes of dad jokes. I am not even entertaining. I know it's a joke, but I'm just kind of like, oh my god.
Hey, when they open up for the
Come on,
day,
hi, Lulu.
you can always give free admission to the person who's number 2 in line. Waka waka waka. You might have to flush that idea, Michael. Wow. Come on. Oh,
Oh my god, please don't encourage him.
Tales from the Crapper.
Should someone take the plunge?
So, take the plunge. Oh my god. Oh, that's cool as heckins. Indiegogo bathroom fundraiser. Oh. Oh god. All right. I'm getting excited over here. My face is getting rosy. I'm a real commodian.
That's some nice bathroom humor you have there.
No, thank you. Please don't encourage him. Matthew, put him in silence.
The scrubbing bubbles of horror, I like that.
House of 1,000 bathrooms. Oh, man.
Y'all are meant for each other.
Right? This is awesome. These are my people. These are my people.
What the deuce?
I'm going to call you guys the 2 crew. Get it? I get it. You guys get it too. Right. That's in the zipper saying every guy's horse. Wow, I just killed the room, didn't I?
I'll see myself out.
Oh, don't let the bathroom door hit you on the way out. Hey, wait. So JK3 Let's Go says, have you ever seen Cemetery Man, the movie?
We have.
Yes, it's an amazing movie. It's a phenomenal movie. And we have it on vinyl too. Do we have it on Laserdisc?
De la Mort, right? This is
Yes.
the original title.
Joe Deek.
Do you live in Los Angeles? You
Yes.
should film the grave of the Room 8 cat in the Calabasas Pet Cemetery. This cat died in 1968 with an amazing legacy.
We live
I
in
would
Los
totally go and see
Angeles.
that.
We live
Thank you,
right
John.
in the heart of Hollywood, the Hollywood district, old Hollywood. And yes, we know about this pet cemetery, and we are going to be going there soon. It's on the schedule. We have a calendar. One of the many calendars that we own that as we do things or as we get things written down or, okay, today we're going to be filming this, we fill it up. We fill it up. We have it there. We have it in our phone. We have a dry erase board. We got to constantly know what we're doing at all times. Do you like Clive Barker and Hellraiser? Never heard of Clive Barker and never heard of Hellraiser. Sounds scary to me. I'm kidding. I'm a huge Clive Barker fan. So is Jessica. Hellraiser. Yes. Do you have celebrity friends? I like to think we do. Yes, we have a few celebrity friends. Mostly in like the horror industry. People that we can chit chat with and bounce ideas from. People that we've met because of the channel. But if you're asking us,
Go like this. You're welcome.
We found out that not even 10 minutes away down the street is where Angelina Jolie lives. Kristen Stewart bought a house not too far from where we live. So there are people around. Have we met any celebrities out on the street? Probably not, because there's been like since everybody's been doing like the 6-foot rule or staying away from people, there hasn't been like many celebrities to sight.
He doesn't really watch anime.
Animu. You had me at Angelina Jolie. Yeah, she lives like, okay, so where we're at right now.
I don't think he watches anime
Back that
animations. Way. I'm the one who watches like Muppets, animations, anime, etc. He doesn't watch any of that. Like I'm very anime, sci-fi, fantasy, horror, etc. And then he's like horror, comedy, westerns.
I love westerns.
And like specifically, what do you call them? Like grindhouse movies, or
I'm riding a horse.
Exploitation, the old stuff. You know, like he likes really bad movies.
Excuse me. What the heckins?
Like really bad 70s movies.
Well, The Sentinel is not a bad movie.
I didn't say The Sentinel was a bad movie. I liked it. It was cool. The Sentinel was cool.
Riding a horse. Thank you, Pete.
Blood the Last Vampire, stuff like that, yeah. Like, I actually have a section of movies that have been set aside because they are literally only things that I will watch myself. And if they're mixed in with everything else, I kind of forget what's where. So I just have my own little, like, nook. And it comprises mainly of Disney, anything animation, anything that's anime. I watch a lot of foreign flicks that he doesn't watch. Sci-fi, fantasy stuff, and all that.
Do you guys want to know a secret?
Vampire Hunter is amazing.
We have a movie collection that I feel is to die for.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And everything is alphabetized. And Jessica has so much anime that she doesn't even know she has some of the stuff.
Yeah.
And it's all alphabetized.
I keep buying the same thing over and over by accident. Thinking
So
don't
what
have it.
I did was I pulled all of her anime titles out of our collection and I put them in a stack and I told her, here's all your anime stuff so you can watch it whenever you want.
You mean the pile that I started myself because I couldn't find some of my movies because I would lose the titles and the massive...
Yeah. And I finished it. Why did I do that? Because it wouldn't be anywhere near my crappy 70s movies. Her anime is over there. So she started it. I finished it because I'm a loving husband.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And I'm one of those people who likes to collect like every edition of something if I really love the movie. So I have a lot of
on Lucille Ball
VHS and DVD still. Even though I have like the Blu-ray and possibly the 4K version, I still want to keep like the DVD, 25th anniversary special box set or whatever that had come out for it, because I got it for cheap. But it's like, oh, but it's taking up so much room. We don't fight about it, but we have like a discussion amongst ourselves and together. And it's like, you think we should probably get rid of these because we always have like duplicates of it. And you start to like pull it out of your collection to set it aside to take to like Amoeba. And we're like, oh, I don't know, that box set's so cool though. Oh, look how pretty that box set is. And it's like, yeah, but we really don't need it. We have it on 4K. It's like, oh, but that old DVD set, it's so... Yeah, that's the things that like we struggle with in our
finer
collection.
things in life, yes,
to keep or not to
coming.
keep. You think we should let it go?
What? Let like the duplicates?
Let it go. Let
what
it
you did?
go. Less is more. It's hard though. I have attachment issues.
Well,
Yeah.
So I find. Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you this.
We don't have a watch list, but we've started creating a list on our phone of the movies that we do have because sometimes we forget which one we have or if we've replaced it with a different edition. And we have to go down the list and go, do we own this? I feel like we don't own this. And then we have 5.
So I used to collect all right. So when it comes to Halloween, the Halloween franchise, I don't care what it is. I collect it. Like Jessica has the movies just like that. Like I have Halloween on Laserdisc. I have it on DVD. I think I have it on VHS, a couple different ones. So Ghostbusters. So I've been at this for the longest freaking time. This is the 35th anniversary steelbook, 4K steelbook of Ghostbusters 1 and 2, all in the same thing. And
sure, we do letterbox.
I got rid of my Ghostbusters movies. Like I still got them. Damn it. No, I still got the steelbooks. But like I was after this thing. So this is the 4K Ghostbusters 1 and 2. And this is out of print. This is really hard to get. So how can you pass things like this up?
Oh yeah, right? We have a good Laserdisc collection as well. We have VHS, DVD, Laserdisc, Blu-ray, and I even have some. I don't remember what it's called. I only have like 5 of them though because it was not something that existed for very long. It looks like a giant floppy
Thank you,
disk.
Matthew.
What is it called? It looks like a giant floppy disk.
So they're called video discs.
Video discs. They're huge. They're huge. The only thing that I do not own, because I just haven't really been able to find any that's affordable anyway. People are asking an obnoxious amount of money for it. Are Betamax of some of the cool movies that had come out.
We were at Amoeba today, and they had
Hi, Brazil.
They had Wes Craven's New Nightmare on Laserdisc, and I almost bought it, but they wanted like $30 for it.
Oh,
and I was like, God damn it! But like, yeah,
that's a bit.
I don't have Halloween 2 on Laserdisc. I have Halloween, the first Halloween, the Criterion collection.
Yeah,
do you guys know that
DVD,
Halloween had a Criterion release on Laserdisc? We own it. We got it. Found it at Amoeba.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things that were Criterion Collection on Laserdisc that did not make it to Criterion Collection on DVD or Blu-ray. I think we found out why that wasn't. I don't remember. Did you?
It was just like, I think it was just leasing.
Like a thing that timed out?
Yeah.
Like it's a whole...
We're doing good, Ronnie Spencer. How are you?
Yeah.
That's cool as heckins, Mortimer. DF, I woke up late. It's 6:15 a.m.
I don't know where the Criterion is. It's kind of blocked off because we're starting to pack everything up. There's a bunch of boxes over there. I know we've posted pictures of it in the past.
Well, we did a video on. So if you go to in YouTube, there's we did a video on the Mustafa Akkad's bench next to the Strode house, and in it we started off. We show the Criterion Collection Laserdisc. I love Criterion.
Yeah,
I love Criterion.
He falls into it a lot. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. So we have pretty much everything that we want to
Happy
own.
birthday!
I mean, there's always more. But now I strictly only buy 4K. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because we have a 4K TV, we have a 4K player. We upgraded a couple months ago, and if we have the movie, so I hate this. Like if Children of the Corn, for example, you go to used DVD stores and you see all of a sudden like everybody's has these really cool, really awesome Children of the Corn releases that you've always wanted, and it's like, why are they selling them? Well, that's because they're getting ready to release it in 4K. So Arrow Video has a really, 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 really nice Children of the Corn 4K disc, and they had it in 4K and Blu-ray, and it's just like, I want
Ooh, Arrow, yeah. And not only Arrow, there's other companies that have been emerging as well that put out just as amazing editions. There's one that does only white cases. No, that one is Arrow. There's another company.
Arrow does things a little bit different too.
No, I know, but we discovered another company and we're like, wow, they're really bringing it. And I just can't remember who they are.
Like so I have the special edition. There's like a 4-disc Arrow set of David Lynch's Dune on 4K that they brought out recently, and it's freaking beautiful.
A lot of people are having birthdays today or like in the next couple of days. Happy birthday, guys. That's awesome. Happy birthday. It's not 88 films. I'm going to have to go and look at the shelves.
We bought one from summer of 1984.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
So there are companies who are releasing these films, and I can't remember the name of it, but the summer of 1984 released a really nice set that you can buy. Are you going to grab it?
Laserdisc player. That one was hard to find. It would be in the S's, wouldn't it?
It's over there in the 4K area.
Oh,
Our 4Ks are different. But yeah, so we do have a working Laserdisc player, and we have close to probably 400 Laserdiscs. As much as we love 4K, we love going back in time and watching these, like, how things look. She's going to show you this.
I can't say it's too dark.
This is a independent release.
Yeah, all right. So I'm just going to show it to you as it is. So it's meant to look like an old VHS. You probably can't see that, but it looks worn and things like that. But it's not. It's not worn at all. No, it's a bit bright.
So I would say this is like Stranger Things meets the Goonies meets True Crime.
Oh, it's so good.
So if you like Stranger Things, you like Goonies, and you like True Crime, summer of 84.
That is not an actual bend. It's just meant to look old, but it is not old.
We talked about that recently because the flashlight game.
Yeah, and then it pulls out into a 4K, but there was a piece that came with it, and I loved this. The Case Enough was amazing. They didn't have to go this far, but
Stand By meets True Crime. That's right, Michelle.
They made a little fake milk carton with a missing kid on it, like the ye old days, Yeah. Yeah, really cool. Really, really cool.
We are huge full moon people, Ronnie.
Gunpowder and Sky is the company, just called Gunpowder. I've never heard of it before. Never heard of company, but there's another company that makes like a lot of new releases, and I can't remember what it is. Love this one. It's so gorgeous.
We should do physical media reviews. Man.
Yeah.
I always like the idea of like doing something where it was a movie review, but we just kind of did it in like, I don't know, something
It is
simple
an
but something
amazing
fun.
film. I think it was really well done.
DVD collection video when? How would you even go about doing something like
I
that?
don't know. We don't have that many Michael Myers. One,
Oh,
two,
so we got
three, four,
multiples of Michael Myers.
5 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the blonde one's over there.
Yeah, we got the Ben Tramer mask over here. So I haven't even been able to put this one up yet. But this is the Halloween 2 Ben Tramer mask. So this was sent to us, and I just no room yet until we move.
Hello, Canada!
So this is still in the box.
How many animes do I own? Not a lot. Probably 20 or less. But, well, that's on Blu-ray. A lot of the ones I have, I've just picked up over the years that are still just on DVD, and they're sets that are not complete, that sort of thing, and I just haven't gone online and finished the set, but... We've never done a best of Grimm Life Collective video. We've considered it, but thought it would be kind of weird.
What is
It's
it?
like making a commercial, like doing a best of video.
Best of our videos?
Mm-hmm. Stoogie!
Elvis Stooges. Michael, can you answer your question that you always ask when you're interview people?
So the Grimm Life question, but face to you. Well, tell them what the question is.
So the question: every time we meet a celebrity at a convention, a horror convention, we ask the Grimm Life question. It's called the Grimm interview.
I knew
Basically, in all of your career, your time of making movies and acting, whether it's on set or traveling, do you have a moment that sticks out more than any other that you go like, wow, I can't believe I was a part of that, or I did. And so we got some pretty amazing answers, and we've gotten, interestingly enough, we had actors like Sid Haig say, thank you for not asking me what it was like to work with Rob Zombie. Everybody asks me that. At least you asked something different. So I like that. I respect that. For me, and I feel like I might have talked about this in the past, it was sitting on the porch of Buffalo Bill's house.
Yeah.
Our Halloween special this past year, we were at the filming location from Buffalo Bill's House of the Silence of the Lambs, and our special guest was Doug Bradley from the Hellraiser movies. He was Pinhead, and we met him there, toured the house, and I sat with Doug Bradley in a rocking chair in the middle of the woods of this famous, iconic filming location of a serial killer, Buffalo Bill. And I interviewed him, and it wasn't really an interview. It was just
like having a chat.
Just having a
with friend.
conversation and talking about Halloween and what it was like for him growing up in England. And it was pretty surreal. I remember sitting there thinking, fuck. Like it was
Hoping
pretty
that your
surreal.
brain doesn't like
Yeah.
pause out on you.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
I was sitting next to Doug Bradley and hoping and praying that I did not look
Hello, Poland.
like a dork. And I was very happy with it.
We've tried to do bloopers videos in the past, but because we film in 4K, the size of the footage is massive.
Yeah.
We would need like several external hard drives and stuff like that. And we've tried to do it, but it's just not feasible for the amount that we film. So I'm going to try and be better about having my cell phone out when we go and do locations and things like that, and doing not so much maybe bloopers, but behind the scenes. And that's the kind of things that I've started posting on our Patreon that is going to be available only to people on Patreon, which you can join for as little as $1 a month. So you can join, look at everything that's up, and then, not renew the next month if you so choose, but we also on Patreon have a live hangout just like we're doing now, but for only Patreon members. So some of the nights when we're doing live chats like we are now, like right now we have 346 people in the chat. There's been nights when we've had nearly 600, and the chat spins by so fast. People feel a lot left out because we're not answering the questions because the chat goes by too fast. So once a month, we have a Patreon-only member chat where the highest I think we've seen turnout has been between 30 and 50 people. And we're not watching a movie. It's just a one-on-one. So you guys get to ask us all the questions, and we actually see it. Shannon Fitzgerald knows, she loves it. And that's the thing that we're going to try and do more for Patreon, is having that kind of more intimate images of us and things like that kept in one place and not like spread all over social media and stuff.
Whoa. Hold the phone right there.
Not intimate and like
what you talking about? Intimate images.
Out, but like, selfies and us in locations and stuff that we don't share anywhere else.
You mean like selfies with my ultra sexy kneecaps? Notice they're out of frame because you need to pay to see that. Compromising photos. I got 2 knees right here. Say hi to my knees. Hi, knee. Hi, knee.
Hi, knee.
It's your butt. Hi, knee.
No OnlyFans. No, just a Patreon. But also because, Patreon ends up being a way we get asked all the time, hey, how can we contribute to the channel? We want to help support your channel, and we've already bought everything from your store that you offer. Or we haven't, so a lot of people buy t-shirts to help support the channel, or stickers and, signed prints of us and stuff like that. But Patreon has kind of become a way for people to donate any amount really that you want. And you can do it as a reoccurring thing or do a year-long subscription and stuff like that, so that's kind of what we've started using that for.
I'm going to change my answer to my Grimm interview question. Again, if you're just joining me, in all of my career of doing Grimm Life Collective, do I have a moment where I look back on it and I go...
The Grimm Life Collective for Patreon, yeah. You can just type it in the search bar. We'll pop right up.
Is there a moment where I go, God, I can't believe I'm a part of this? It was right in the very beginning of whenever we were doing Grimm Up All Night. And for some reason, the topic of a calendar got started.
Oh, yeah. Michael's, what was it? Bikinis?
Yeah. So somebody made the comment or the talk about making a calendar of just me in like bikini underwear posing for each of the month and selling it on the website.
Oh no, banana hammocks.
Banana hammocks,
we were making jokes about I don't remember the movie that it was. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Love your channel.
Thank you,
been
Matthew.
3+ years. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donation. We were
Michael
watching
Calendar.
like, a movie from the 70s, and I don't remember what was going on. It may have actually been Witchboard. I don't remember.
But in shorts. I gotta wear shorts. Wear shorts.
But we were talking about somehow banana hammocks, and I don't even know how it came about, but the joke started that we would do Michael in banana hammocks and thongs and whatever, and it was going to become a calendar. Of course, that would never actually happen. But, yeah. It was good times. Good times. You have to wear the underwear over the shorts, I think is the most appropriate way to do that. Borat thong, exactly.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Speedos.
I got chills.
Sausage parlor. Oh, man. I used to do pinup way back when. I did.
Thank you, Jay's channel.
Keep up your amazing work and dedication to your channel. Hiya from the UK. Thank you so much.
No, he's from the UK. Chris, thank you for signing up for the Patreon.
I used to do modeling way back when.
Thank you, Ricky.
I'm not really interested in modeling anymore. We might take some fun pictures, get dolled up to do some shots now and again, but like doing actual modeling, and I don't really do as many, I guess, pinup looks as I used to. I used to do like the Liberty rolls and things like that, and I'm so low maintenance these days. Like, when was the last time y'all saw me wear makeup? Like, I feel bad. But I don't know. I'm just always tired. It's part of the, conditions and stuff. I have not exhaustion, but what's it called? Fatigue. I got a lot of fatigue. I've always had it, like my whole life. But
Since when do you wear fatigues?
right now,
With that being said, guys, our movie Blade 2 has come to an end. As always, we end up talking your ear off.
I don't
Now-
know if Patreon taxes you heavily, but YouTube does.
Now, if you watched us and said heck no to the movie, you really missed out. It's a good movie.
It's
But we
a
did talk a
wonderful
lot.
movie, yeah.
The movie is for free on Tubi. Some of you guys probably already have it. I wouldn't surprise me if you don't.
for signing
So
up
give
for
yourself-
Patreon.
And watch it. Have some fun. If you have never seen Blade or Blade 2, go ahead and watch. I out of the three, I would watch Blade Trinity and take notes because it's a great movie. With that being said, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Grimm All Night.
Hey, I did it twice. Yeah.
Randy, the Gremlin, the
this.
Doc Shannon.
Thank you guys so much. We always have so much fun with you.
It's another week. We decided so Dan the Breaking News Man was asking if we're going to be doing this on Sunday as well. We're not. The only reason why it's happening now is because we're going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, possibly Tuesday. I don't think Tuesday, but the next 3 days we're going to be in the desert. So we had to do it tonight, or there was not going to be any.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for showing up because I posted about it last night. All right, folks.
Burpees.
Be safe.
Ow.
See you next week.
Bye.
Happy Halloween. Oh, yeah, and watch for that video tomorrow. I don't expect it to be the greatest video, but I'm really nervous that this company's going to see it. They're going to be like, dude, what the heck is this? Yeah, you'll see. All right. Love you guys. You're so weird.